Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. You're looking live at the Glass Bowl. It's 639 miles from Columbus, Georgia. 11 hours, 45 men, 1 goal to grab a victory. Columbus State 1-2 on the season. Toledo 3-0 on the year. And this one features the number 5 Rockets, the number 8 Cougars, and Scoop. It is going to be everything that you can expect in a clash of this magnitude.
Yeah, this is an exciting matchup here tonight at the Glass Bowl. The first ever meeting between these two schools. Remember, Columbus State finished number 2 last season in the South Atlantic behind national champion Gordon State. And in the playoffs, they took Gordon State down to the wire, losing by 1 score. Gordon State went on to win the national championship with a 35-15 win over Ohio State. But these two have plenty on the line here tonight. Even though it's one of those non-conference games, both teams in the top 8 of the national rankings trying to jockey themselves in position for one of those top 4 spots.
And there's all kinds of upheaval in the Southeast Conference. Number 1 ranked Gordon State lost 25-15 to Central Georgia. So now there is all kinds of craziness in the conference, and we will have a new number 1. We will talk about that at some point during the broadcast. But, Scoop, the bottom line is this. 2 teams tonight, neither one giving an inch, and a battle to move on.
You're exactly right. They understand the magnitude of this, the fact that only 4 teams are going to make the national playoffs. And each of these teams has a goal to do just that. The door was kind of open when number 1 Gordon State was defeated this weekend. But again, Toledo knows they have to take it 1 game at a time. They're off to a fantastic start. But this is certainly going to be their biggest test to date here against this Columbus State team that comes in. One of the really pioneers of club football, they started way back in the 2009 season. They've been to many national championship games as far as the National Club Football Association, and they'd love to find a way to get back there this season.
And we are about ready to get going. Kevin De La Cruz will kick it away for the Cougars. Back deep for the Rockets, Reggie Byers and Jay Moten. We're now officially going to start calling Reggie Byers RB3, Reginald Byers III. A rather short kick, fielded near the 40-yard line, gets it ahead to about the 42. The scrum continues, and it continues pushing ahead, and I believe they're going to put him down right smack dab at the 50.
Yeah, I think that was Ja'Cory Anderson. Nice play there. That was one of those pooch kicked. Sometimes that's a trouble ball that's going to land and maybe bounce either way. But the heads-up play that time by Anderson, he's able to take it out right on the 50-yard line. So excellent starting position here for the Rockets, who always elect to get the football when they can first, as they really want to set the tone for things here tonight.
Shotgun formation for Motter, flanked on the left side by Byers. Byers sweeps to the left, crosses the 50, still on his feet, tripped up for a moment to the 40, and will step out right around the 38. Another first down. Well, the first down of the game for the Rockets.
Great job there by Byers. He's able to get it inside the 40-yard line. They're going to spot it at the 38, so a pickup of 12 yards. Again, just a quick pitch there on the jet sweep. He does a nice job getting the edge. He's able to make one guy miss. Remember, Byers had 113 yards on 15 rushes just a week ago in that victory against Wright State.
7.5 yards a carry in the big win last week. Motter back to pass, throwing, and it is complete. Brought down, and that is Ja'Cory Anderson, another first down. Toledo mixing it up. Good pass, good run. Hard to figure out this team early on.
Yeah, perfect throw and catch one more time. We saw that combination twice last week as Anderson racked up 2 receptions, 38 yards just a week ago. He also had a TD reception. And right now the Rockets just outside the 20-yard line. Fresh set of downs coming up.
Chapman made the stop for Columbus State. RB3 to the outside. Stopped just past the 25. And Toledo continues to churn ahead.
Well, this is the same play we saw in the first play of this drive. Then watch Dominic Mills, number 40, for the Cougars come up and put a hurt on. And Mills, he comes in, one of the leading tacklers. He has a couple sacks on the season. Also had 3 tackles last week as well.
New back in the backfield for Toledo. That's Jay Moten. Motter launching. That one complete inside the 5. Nicely done. The connection to Luke Mazerat. And it's first and goal to go inside the 5. They're going to put it smack dab at the 5.
Yeah, you have to love how this first drive has been scripted. And Mazerat, who had 3 receptions for 25 yards a week ago in a TD, hauls that one in, takes the ball all the way down to the Columbus State 4-yard line, where the Rockets will have a fresh set of downs here.
First and goal to go from the 5, again on the left hip. Now 2 men on each side of Motter. Here comes the snap. The give. A fumble, and it looks like Columbus State has it out of the hands of Diaz.
That's going to be Dominic Mills that pounces on that football. And what a play by the junior. Watch it right here coming up. They're going to run a little counter play, but there you see the ball before there's contact pop up. But again, credit to Dominic Mills. He got great penetration, was already in the backfield, and maybe it forced Toledo maybe take their eye off the handoff there. Nonetheless, game's first turnover. Wow, that Cougar defense came up big there as the Rockets had first and goal from the 4 and turned the football over. There you see the big man right there coming out to get some 0-2. But, wow, that had to feel awfully good, getting that tackle on that drive and coming up with the fumble recovery as well.
Straight ahead, maybe gets a yard or 2 in the front line of Toledo, holding strong. And we have a player that lost his helmet and all of those things. He'll have to take a step to the sideline.
Yeah, the helmet came off, but John Madden would say no head in the helmet. That's always a good sign. But, again, look at that penetration up front there by the Rockets. You know, I love how the defense is trying to make amends for that offensive fumble. They're doing their part. And this is the Columbus State team that would love to establish a run, and right now may be forced to go upstairs here.
Blanks comes out firing the screen. It was not the intended receiver, but he got it. Javardis Wright comes up with a completion, and I'm pretty certain that wasn't the intended receiver. Well,
yeah, it's hard to say what was up there. I'm not sure if they were trying to run a smoke screen or what it was, but a little miscommunication. But nonetheless, going to bring up a 3rd down and 10 here. Rockets with a big opportunity to get off the field.
Blanks comes up firing a quick shot out to the flat across the 15-yard line. In there, making the stop. You can give credit to Evan Leach. The pass complete over there to Daylon Adams, the freshman.
Yeah, nice job there by Adams. You're going to see him haul it in. He knows where the chains are at, does all he can to just kind of lower the shoulder and get his way there. But he's going to come up about a yard short. And right now, it looks like the Cougars inside their own 20 are lined up to go for it, but they're going to burn a timeout.
And probably wisely so. We will take the timeout as well. No score early. Toledo and Columbus State on BCSN.
This BCSN broadcast is brought to you by Dave White Chevrolet. The place to go is Alexis and Monroe. DaveWhiteChevy.com. And by Sean's Irish Tavern. Locally owned and operated. Proud to be active members of the Northwest Ohio community.
Roll into Midas this summer for $100 off a set of new tires. Unlike most other tire shops, Midas will make sure your new tires last their longest with precision balancing and alignment. For $100 off new tires, request your appointment today at Midas.com.
There's a special place on Cherry Street that's truly the best at being central to life. It's a place rooted in its strong focus on college prep curriculum and academics in the classroom that is central to success to so many. Come discover that special place, Central Catholic High School. Central to life, central to academics.
Roll into Midas this summer for $100 off a set of new tires. Unlike most other tire shops, Midas will make sure your new tires last their longest with precision balancing and alignment. For $100 off new tires, request your appointment today at Midas.com.
We are back. The punt coming from Kevin De La Cruz from Columbus State. Ornloff returns it about 3 yards. It's now 1st and 10 at the 42, and Toledo will have their second touch of the football tonight. 2 receivers on the far side, 1 on the near side. Diaz comes in motion, the pitch to Byers, cuts to the outside, nothing working there, and somehow he finds a hole and gets it back across the 40. There was nothing working there, Scoop.
Yeah, nice run by the sophomore out of Garfield Heights. Watch Reggie Byers right here. Looks like this is going to maybe be a 4 or 5 yard loss. You see the pile right there, but look how he's able to kind of slide through a couple guys. And even though it's only a gain of 1, you sure like 2nd and 9 a whole lot better than 2nd and 14.
I agree with that. Adaris Ringi, one of the guys in there making this stop for the Cougars. It is 2nd down and 9, as Scoop mentioned. Again, shotgun formation. Byers at the left hip. Motter back to pass. He has an open man. Incomplete. Mensah stride for stride down the sideline. Barely getting free from Arkenzo Hayes. And I'll tell you what, that's the confidence that Motter has.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And give Hayes a lot of credit. You know, Hayes is known for being a speedster in the secondary. And that time he was locked in step for step with Mensah. Not an easy task. Mensah, not only a big man out there, but he's got great wheels.
He's 6'3", and he looked every bit of 6'50". I'm telling you, I was walking by and I'm like, wow, how did he grow so much from last week? Here comes the snap. Byers comes up into the slot on the far side. Motter forced out of the pocket. He will break free, lets it fly, and that one is complete. Just near the line of scrimmage, and Byers down there making the snag just past the 25, right around the 23.
Well, watch it right here again. Great job here. You're going to see the rollout by Motter. He sells the run, and then he finds a receiver there right before he crossed the line of scrimmage, and Byers hauls it in. Big first down there for the Rockets, who now have the ball inside the 25-yard line for the second straight possession here tonight.
10:19 to play, first quarter, no score. Second series for Toledo. They fumbled at the 5-yard line. They stopped Columbus State. Central Georgia, the victor yesterday, upsetting number 1 Gordon State. So just to clarify, but they stopped them on the fumble. And then Toledo, 4 and out. They're coming back at it. Pair of receivers on each side. Motter, the only back in the backfield. Looks, lets fly. Incomplete. The only one that was in that direction was Columbus State defensive back, Devasson Wright.
Yeah, there's so much speed in that secondary of Columbus State, and that time they dropped 7 guys into coverage. They tried to flood that right side of the field, but Motter just really no one to throw the football to, ends up throwing the football away. That'll bring up a 2nd down and 10 here for the Rockets.
Two men on the near side. That's Glosky and Diaz. Mensah on the far side. Motter, soft little touch. That one complete near the original line of scrimmage, pushing ahead to the 20-yard line. Complete for the Rockets to Luke Mazaran. And that's a lot of yards after the catch.
Yeah, nice job by Mazaran that time on the screen pass. That time the Cougars had that sniffed out pretty well. But Mazaran is able to make a nice little gain out of it after the contact. You're going to see the contact coming up right there. but now he's able to kind of move the pile, has a little bit of help from behind. He's able to get another 5 yards after what looked like he was going to be down for sure. Makes up 3rd and 5 coming up.
Was there anybody from Columbus State that was not there on the tackle? Byers sweeps, has it opening up the middle. He's going to be brought down short of the 10. In there making the stop, defensive back Devassion Wright. And that's another first down for the Rockets.
Great job by RB3. Watch it right here. This play is designed to go outside, but that time, great job of forcing it back in. But credit Byers. He recognized it, was able to find a little seam there on that right side, and a fresh set of downs. And now for the second consecutive possession to start things out, Toledo has the ball in the red zone here. A fresh set of downs from the 12-yard line.
Here comes the snap. Merced in motion. Diaz in motion. Motter looks to the far side, across the body. Incomplete. Almost snagged. And in there, making the stop again, or at least in the middle of it, Devassion Wright.
Yeah, credit Jack Glowski right here. Glowski's going to be the intended receiver. Watch Motter. He's going to stop, kind of throw back against the grain. But you see Glowski go from offensive player to defensive player. He does a great job of preventing the interception. As looked like Wright was in perfect position there for Columbus State. The Rockets awfully fortunate that falls to the turf. 2nd and 10 coming up for Toledo.
And one of the cool things about the Rockets, every one of these guys, like a high school roster, has their defensive position listed as well. Glowski is listed as a linebacker.
Well, he certainly was on that play right there.
Motter drops back, looks over the middle. That one complete to Mazeran. He will go in for the score. The 12-yard strike. Rockets on top, 6-0.
Great job again by Motter, who had 5 touchdown passes a week ago in that 47-11 win against Wright State. Here he finds Mazeran for the 3rd time tonight on a screen pass. Watch the development right here. You're going to see Mazeran. He was the left tight end, kind of drug across the field there. Picks up a lot of blocks, does the rest on his own. Great drive there by the Rockets. 47 yards. They cap it with a touchdown from Motter to Mazeran. 6-0 Toledo.
The snap will come. Ornlaff will put it down. Parker Miranda to try the point after to make it a 7-0 game. The kick is up, and it is good. We take the timeout at the 7:51 mark. Toledo on top, 7-0. This is BCSN.
Young people who participate in meaningful activities are less likely to use drugs or alcohol. Your time, your choice. Learn more at unisonhealth.org.
At Charlie's Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram, we know life is full of adventures, daily tasks, good friends, and family activities. We also know nothing beats having the perfect vehicle to fit your lifestyle, your personality, and your budget. Make this the summer of Jeep and lease the 2023 Jeep Grand Cherokee Laredo X4x4 for $299 per month. Find your next new vehicle at Charlie's Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram.
Charlie's Dodge, doing it different.
Young people who participate in meaningful activities are less likely to use drugs or alcohol. Your time, your choice. Learn more at unisonhealth.org.
We are back. 7-0 the score. Toledo on a 12-yard pass reception from Motter to Mazeran. Up man will take it, and we'll get it across to the 42. Bringing it out across Tay Ubrayfree.
Well, excellent starting position coming up for the Cougars. That time, the short kick was returned to right about the 41-yard line. So excellent starting position for Columbus State to find themselves trailing here as we're almost near the halfway point of this opening quarter.
Ball setting just short of the 41. Fakes the handoff, complete out across the 40. Ahead to the 45, still on his feet and steps out of bounds. It looked at about the 49. Complete to Wendell McGee Jr., a Columbus product himself.
Yeah, nice job by McGee Jr. He was one of 9 different guys to have a reception last week for Columbus State, so certainly they have some depth in the receiving core, very similar to Toledo.
Going to the opposite side, complete, gets it to about the 50-yard line, but still about a yard short of the first down. Jeremiah Ingram, the fifth-year senior.
Yeah, out of Leesburg. That time he's able to get the quick pass out there in the flats. Gets near that first down marker. He's going to be about a yard short. So 3rd and 1 coming up here for the Cougars. They attend an injured player.
3rd down and short. Again, we have the injured player. This is a chance for us to do some housekeeping. Buckeye Broadband has partnered with Bark to help parents keep their kids safe online with Bark. Junior parental controls now available for free with internet service from Buckeye Broadband. Bark's online safety solution includes text and social media monitoring, website blocking, and more. Ask how to upgrade to Bark Premium. Rockets will have the week off next Sunday and will return to action on the 22nd. And a big stop. Hammered for a loss of about 5 yards.
And that's the senior Matthew Holt coming through there. Watch it right here again. Just great penetration up front. There you see they tried to get a hold of him, in fact, but great play by Holt. That's going to be a tackle for loss. And that's going to bring up 4th and 6. So the punt team does come on here for Columbus State. What a play by the senior Holt there.
De La Cruz will kick it away.
His first punt was 33 yards. We'll see what he comes up on number 2, averaging just over 30 yards per punt this season. This one will be a decent one once again. It will land dead there about the 22-yard line.
And the Rockets will take over.
So 33-yard punt once again by De La Cruz. See to look at a long field, but credit that Rocket defense. They come up big once again.
Scoop, we were talking, and you were there with us, and we had a chance to talk with members of the Columbus State coaching staff, and they talked about how guys come here and they recruit guys. It's not just recruiting on campus, but they recruit guys, and it's kind of a safety net. It's a lifeline for these guys to, get your grades up, get some reps, and some of their guys have gone on to college programs.
Yeah, I love their philosophy there. You're talking with Coach Michael Speet, the head coach. He wants these guys. He wants to set these guys up for success. And there's a nice pass out to that right side, and that's going to be a first down for the Rockets as Merced Diaz is able to take that out to the 36-yard line. So great pitch and catch one more time. You'll see it come up in the replay. But again, you're going to see Mater do this a lot. Just maybe 2 or 3 step drop, get rid of the football, let the athletes do their thing. And it's been good math here through the early part of this season. Another first down here for Toledo.
Ball at the 36. 5:49 remaining in the first quarter. Met at the 35. RB3 with no gain. Actually, looks like he lost a yard. Well, nope, correction. He will have gained a yard, so it's second down and 8.
Wow, watch Kennard Chapman, the fourth-year senior, come in. You talk about lighting someone up like a Christmas tree. Chapman came in untouched from his linebacker position. Wow, that'll knock the cobwebs loose.
Absolutely it will. Diaz comes in motion, sweeping to the far side. Motter comes up. Out of the pocket, looking, trying to lead his receiver. On his feet, will step out at the 40-yard line. That'll be a 3-yard pickup, and will bring up third down and just about 6.
Great job that time by Motter. That's the one area he's really matured in. Instead of trying to force something when nothing's there, he heads upfield, tries to get to the edge. He's able to pick up a few yards. But right now, you're looking at third down and 6, so still very manageable. I like how he didn't try to force something or stayed in the pocket too long, took a sack.
And that's a wrinkle that he's added this week. Last week it was more of a conservative, and he would just get out of bounds. This time he's scrambling a little bit, getting a few more yards, trying to get the team in a little better spot without being crazy dangerous. Split backfield. Glosky in motion to the far side. Comes set. Motter back to pass. Almost intercepted. It hits the ground, incomplete. And I tell you what, Columbus State is all over that secondary. Ryan Foster beside himself with the miss.
Well, great job by Ryan Foster. Watch it right here. Glaucy's going to kind of slip out of the backfield there. He was in motion. This is one of those things you see in the film room. And that time, a near pick. Tremendous play that time by Ryan Foster. You know, as soon as he saw Glaucy lead the backfield there, he was the center fielder. He came running up. You could see he had a beat on that right away. Toledo awfully fortunate that ball was not intercepted. They'll have to punt the football away.
And Glosky's a pretty big target, so you know when everybody is going to be watching Glosky when he comes open, he is not going to get any freebies. Holt will boot it away. Fair catch, and will simply step away, and it will roll. Take a Toledo bounce to the Columbus 21.
Yeah, great job by the fifth-year senior, Matthew Holt. That's going to be a 39-yard punt, and more important, no return. So they net 39 yards, and Columbus State will take over, trailing by just a touchdown, but good job there by the special teams of the Rockets, forcing Columbus State to see a long field here ahead of them.
Great defensive plays by both teams. Toledo working for the touchdown that they got. And how about the secondary that has just missed on interceptions? And, of course, Jack Glosky battling away to make those not a turnover. Pressure in the backfield in there in a hurry. Dan Dari, one of Toledo's All-Americans from last year.
Yeah, watch it coming up. That time, Amarian Blanks felt the pressure, does the smart thing, just gets rid of the football instead of taking the sack. So, smart play by the freshman quarterback, Blanks. 2nd and 10 coming up here for the Cougars against this Rocket defense that's been awfully solid tonight, really flying to the football.
And it looks like they're going to call grounding. That is certainly the way the officials are setting up. That would be the only discussion that they have, is 3 of them, including the Whitehead, are huddled around the 25. And so they will march it back. It was at the 21. And we're going to take a big walk to about the 6 or the 7. It's going even further than that, Scoop.
Well, it should be half the distance to the goal. They're going to bring that out. Forgot where they were at, walked off 15 yards to going half the distance. Now, remember, it is from where they threw the football, but I'm not sure that should be back on the 4-yard line. Unless he threw it from inside the 8. We'll see.
Yeah, that's a heck of a backup. 3:54 remaining first quarter. Toledo on top. 7-0 if you've just tuned in. A 12-yard strike.
And remember that penalty is also loss of down if they ruled it intentional grounding. So this will be 3rd down and long as the Cougars are backed up inside their own 5-yard line.
And that looks every bit of about 24 yards. Columbus State will get it in their own end zone. Low snap, quick handoff, weaving his way through traffic and brought down short of the 15-yard line. Dari makes the stop. The ball carrier.
Well, that time, Jartavius Wright, the sophomore out of Dublin, just trying to get the Cougars away from their own end zone.
Third down at about 17, incomplete, and they're breaking it up for the Rockets. And again, the Rockets doing pretty nice on the secondary as well.
Watch DJ Ornliff one more time. Remember, Ornliff had 3 picks last week, nearly gets one right there. And one of those picks last week, he took it to the house from 43 yards away for a pick 6. That time, another great play by Ornliff. And Columbus State will now punt it away, as they're basically going to punt it probably from inside their own 5-yard line here. So the Rockets should get good field position once again.
De La Cruz about 3 inches short of the goal mouth, gets it away. It will roll. It will take a Columbus State roll to the 45, just about where DJ Ornloff was set to receive it.
Well, that time, Columbus State awfully fortunate that ball was not blocked. Rockets had plenty of pressure on De La Cruz, but somehow he was able to elude that pressure and get that punt off. But nonetheless, great starting position for the Rockets as they have the ball on the Columbus State 45-yard line here with just over 3 to go here in this opening 15 minutes.
Scoop, I don't have official stats here, but I don't think the Cougars have a first down yet.
Well, that Rocket defense has really been so solid. It's been a big reason why Toledo's had great starting position on their drives.
RB3 met for a loss back at the 50-yard line, about a 5-yard loss. It's going to be 2nd and 15. They're going to put it at the 49, so that'll just be a 4-yard loss.
Yeah, look at the penetration. Great job there by William Wright, the true freshman out of Newton, Alabama. He came up, was able to get a tackle for loss. So that's going to throw Toledo off schedule a little bit. Remember, though, when you have a guy like Brandon Motter back there, 2nd and 14 is very doable, especially in this neck of the woods where it probably is going to be 4-down territory if they're anywhere near the first down marker on 4th down.
Man coming in motion. Motter forced out of the pocket. Incomplete. And they're calling for pass interference, offensive pass interference. And doesn't look like they're going to get it, but Ryan Foster trying to plead his case.
So watch right here. Heavy pressure for the backside. Once again, you see William Wright there, the freshman, come in off the edge. But this is one of those balls that's certainly going to be well out of bounds. And what a grab there, as you saw off the deflection by Moten. Jay Moten out of Northwood High School.
I don't know how there could have been any type of anything. I don't know what the conversation was with the official down there, Scoop. I mean, maybe it was before the play, but I didn't see anything. Twins on the near side. Byers comes up into the slot on the far side. Motter, the only setback. Big drop coming up. The wobbly pass, but it is complete for the first down. RB3 coming up with it just past the 35. And the Rockets continue to roll.
Yeah, great execution. And credit the Rocket offensive line. Look at the time that Brandon Motter has right here. He's able to kind of scope the whole field. And once again, Reggie Byers finds himself open. Great job getting that first down. We talked about how Byers had 113 yards rushing last week, but he also was able to snare a pass as well. So he's one of those multi-dimensional type guys. You want to try to find a way to get the ball in his hands, and Motter did just that.
Glosky to the far side. Motter comes up throwing, gets it to Glosky, gets it to about the 29-yard line. In there making the stop for Columbus State. You can give credit. Sorry about that. You can give credit to Darius Renger.
Watch Glowski here. He's the motion man one more time and just kind of slips out there to the flats there. They go to the short side, so he doesn't have a lot of room to work with. But that's a nice pickup of 5 yards there by Glowski, who keeps his reception streak intact. That probably goes all the way back to fourth grade, I'm guessing.
Glosky stops, goes back opposite direction. Motter. Bullet pass. That one complete to Mazerhant. And actually going to lose yardage on that one.
Nice job by Devasian Wright that time, the senior out of Dublin. Watch it right here. This play is kind of designed to get the ball out there to that wide side, kind of a wide receiver screen. But a nice tackle, one-on-one there by Wright. And that's going to end up being a tackle for loss. So now the Rockets go from 2nd and 5 to about 3rd and 8. So big opportunity here for Columbus State. They have to keep this a one-score game. Defense has to rise to the occasion here. When you get 3rd and long, you really have to kind of hold the fort. This is one of those scenarios right here.
Final 15 seconds of the first quarter. Moten comes into the backfield. Motter back to pass. He will go down at the 30-yard line. The stop made there. And I'll tell you what, Columbus State has been in there in a hurry. Tajay Wynn making the stop for Columbus State.
Yeah, nice job by Wynn there, the sophomore coming in. That time just a 4-man rush there by the Cougars, but they get the sack. 4th and 14 coming up.
Young people who participate in meaningful activities are less likely to use drugs or alcohol. Your time, your choice. Learn more at unisonhealth.org.
At Charlie's Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram, we know life is full of adventures, daily tasks, good friends, and family activities. We also know nothing beats having the perfect vehicle to fit your lifestyle, your personality, and your budget. Make this the summer of Jeep and lease the 2023 Jeep Grand Cherokee Laredo X4x4 for $299 per month. Find your next new vehicle at Charlie's Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram.
Charlie's Dodge, doing it different, doing it right.
Young people who participate in meaningful activities are less likely to use drugs or alcohol. Your time, your choice. Learn more at unisonhealth.org.
We are back. Toledo on top 7-0. I thought the Rockets were going to punt away, but that's not the case. Split backfield. Moten and Byers. Motter looking deep, incomplete. Overthrows anybody in the general vicinity. I believe that was intended for Ja'Cory Anderson. But they'll turn it over on downs.
Yeah, correct. Columbus State defense. They came up big. The Rockets were marching there, had good field position, but a couple tackle for losses there on that last set of downs forced the Rockets into a 4th and long. And that time the home run ball falls incomplete. So Columbus State really doing an excellent job. You knew these guys are going to be the real deal. You're not going to make a 12-hour drive up here to get your lunch handed to you, and these guys have been awfully competitive here tonight.
Diving ahead, gets it to about the 40-yard line. Ball carrier Jakeem Williamson.
Yeah, Williamson last week had 5 rushes for 38 yards. He had a long of 15. he also is one of those hybrid guys that they like to throw the football to. He had a few receptions last week as well. But there you're going to see a short gain after a nice play by a host of Rockets. And this will be a tackle for loss coming up right here.
Snuffing it out. Dari again. This Toledo defense is shining. I mean, it is nothing less than stunning, the performance they've had here through the quarter in about 30 seconds.
Well, we talked about it last week, the fact that, we think this is one of the top defenses in the nation. I don't think there's much question about it. And they do not only a great job of being physical down the trenches, but they mix things up so well. They love to send the linebackers. They love to come in off the edge. And there you're going to see the holding call from referee Jim McDermott there. It's going to be declined by the Rockets after that tackle for loss. So that'll bring up third down and a long 15 here for Columbus State. Try to move the change. That's something they just have not had success doing here tonight against this Rocket defense. It's really showing their stuff.
Amarian Blanks, forced out of the pocket, will go out of bounds near the 40. They're going to put him at the 39.
Great contain that time by Toledo. Not only did they have everybody in coverage covered, but they also respected the run. You have to remember, Blanks, both their quarterbacks, they usually do kind of a two-platoon deal, but Blanks, one of those two quarterbacks that can really hurt with his legs. That time, just no place to go. He's able to get a few yards back, but once again, Columbus State will punt the football away to the Rockets.
That's been the story of their offense tonight. 3 and a punt, 3 and a punt, 3 and a punt. De La Cruz will get this, and that one blocked. We knew it was coming. Off to the races for a step and then brought down at the 20-yard line. Big play there by Joshua Finch.
And credit Kyle Storr. He came in. He was the Rocket that got the block, I believe. And then you saw the freshman, Joshua Finch, from Anthony Wayne High School jump on top. But watch it right here. The last one was nearly blocked. But there you see Kyle Storr, who had 12 tackles last week, comes in with the punt block. And again, special teams play coming up huge for Toledo as they once again inherit a short field. And now the offense needs to capitalize, try to get some separation here early in the second quarter.
Motter again in shotgun. Drops. He will step straight ahead, angling across the 20. He will go out of bounds just short of the 15. And they're going to put it on the 15.
Yeah, nice job by Motter. That's something that we didn't see last week. And that time he recognized that no one was open. He had a little room there, so he stepped up in the pocket, was able to take off there, get to the outside before he took a shot. Again, that's such a big play. Now you have 2nd and 5. Ball again in the red zone at the 15-yard line. Great play there by Motter.
Second down and about 4 long, 4 yards. Split backfield. Confusion in the backfield. RB3 comes up with it, and he goes down in there making the initial stop. Dominic Mills.
Yeah, just a tremendous job by Byers to hang on to the football. You're going to see it coming up right here. Little confusion there. The timing wasn't there. Designed to be the counter play. And Byers alertly just hangs on to the football. But that's going to be a tackle for loss. So 3rd and 10 coming up for Toledo. Ball just outside the 20-yard line here. This Columbus State defense is really coming up big in the red zone tonight. We'll see if they can do it one more time.
Byers on the left side. Moten comes on the right side. Coming to the near side, Mazeron. Motter back to pass over the middle. Intended for Mensah, incomplete. Mensah's 6'3", and still just a bit high for him.
Now that time, Motter tried to put enough air underneath it. You're going to see it right here. This is one of those touch passes. Just needs a little bit more air. Great effort there by Mensah. There is laundry on the field. It's going to be a hold against Toledo. It looks like they're going to decline that, so that's going to be 4th down and 11 coming up. So right now, remember the Rockets, they don't need to get in the end zone here, but they do need to get 11 yards here to keep this drive alive. The first down marker spotted right on the 10-yard line. We'll see what Toledo coaching staff has up their sleeve here on 4th down 11.
Well, we know it's not going to be one of those plays where they do the hard count, so they're going to go for it, 4th and long. Motter back to pass. Looking, eventually into the end zone, incomplete.
Yeah, great job by Devavius Watson one more time. That time, Motter forced to throw in a double coverage. They went to Mensa again, very similar to the play before, but this time you see the double coverage there. And again, great job getting his hand up, or that's going to be 6. And Columbus State, one more time, gets a stop in the red zone. But the offense looking at a long field, but they'll take it. Still just a one-possession game.
Columbus State, which has sputtered, really needs something to get going, and no better time than right now. The handoff. Met behind the line of scrimmage. Well, met near the line of scrimmage and advances at a couple yards, about 1.5 yards.
Again, credit to Toledo in the trenches here tonight. We're seeing both the offensive and defensive lines really doing a great job, not only getting off of the football, but really stepping up their physicality. I know that's been something that Coach Jamie Fields has really, or Jamie Young's really been preaching to his guys. And there's going to be another tackle for loss as once again, tremendous penetration from all kinds of Rockets. There you see Cage Dye make the initial hit there, but plenty of Rockets pursuing the football. Kyle Stewart may have gotten an assist on that. But again, you love to see that. You know, these guys just have a nose for the football. They love to put their hat on you.
3rd and 11. Blanks has time, will take it himself, and then throws. Incomplete, almost snagged. Coming up, incomplete.
Yeah, that was DeAndre Cartledge that time, getting a hand on it. Watch it right here. Good protection that time. Scrambles to the left a little bit, but watch the effort there from Cartledge. Remember, Cartledge, he had a pick a week ago against Wright State. One of 5 interceptions by that secondary of the Rockets. Boy, that time just a few inches away. But Columbus State, once again, 3 and out. They're going to punt the football away from inside their own 20-yard line.
De La Cruz will kick it away at his own 7. Back at the 50-yard line. Toledo set to take over. It will bounce backing away, and it will go out of bounds at the 47.
That's going to be just a 27-yard punt. So excellent field position for Toledo here, who really has dominated not just time of possession, but field possession tonight, but find themselves in a battle here. Just 7-0 here. With just over 11 minutes to go here in this opening half.
And Toledo has benefited from some great field position pretty much all night. But they have not converted. No better opportunity than the last one. Well, actually, no better one than they got to the 4-yard line and fumbled it away. Motter comes up firing. Glowski open across the 40, down the sideline, cuts to the inside. He is still on his feet, and he is finally brought down. The stop made by Columbus State and Kennard Chapman.
Well, give Ja'Cory Anderson of the Rockets a lot of credit. He's going to be the one that makes the block that's going to really free up Glowski. Glowski's able to get the nice catch, but look at the block there to the left of your screen, and he's able to take it all the way down to the red zone once again. First down, Toledo at the 20.
Diaz now comes from the backfield on the left side. The pitch to Byers. Turns to the outside. Down the sideline. Will go out of bounds near the 20. We move to the 10:26 mark in the first half. Scoop, this game is flying by. Last week it seemed like somebody had put it on super slow speed.
Well, you have to remember, last week, Motter alone threw the football 50 times. You combine that with a lot of throws by Wright State, and both defenses came in some of the tops of the nation, so a lot of incomplete passes. So you're right, there's a reason you and I got home at 1 a.m. last week, but it was worth every minute in a Rocket 47-11 win against Wright State.
Penalty, but I'm not sure where it is coming. Clock stopped at 10:14.
That time, the offense, I believe, lined up offside, so that's going to be a 5-yard walk-off against Toledo. They've cleaned that up a little bit, but they really came into the night maybe a few more turnovers than they wanted in that win against Wright State a week ago. But this one's going to throw them off schedule just a touch here.
Second down and 15. Ball marked just past the 26. Glasky comes in motion. Motter out of the pocket. Flag coming. Tipped away. Almost snagged. Incomplete. And certainly it looks a lot like holding down there. Almost coming up with it. DeXavius Watson.
Yeah, Watson made a great effort after that ball goes off the hands of Glowski. That time they had Glowski well covered, and teams are going to. Teams are certainly going to focus on Glowski, who's been such an integral part of this Rocket offense throughout their club football history. There you see the effort. Just comes up a little short there by Watson. But once again, another Toledo penalty will take the ball out to the 36-yard line.
If Columbus State had a most wanted list with a photo on it, Glasky's photo would be on it. He has a bullseye.
Well, he's second-team All-American a year ago, so he's not going to sneak up on anyone. He's going to have that huge target on his back.
Motter steps away. Lets it fly at the 40-yard line. Almost intercepted. Diving. Did they get it? Yes! Wow! Glasky coming up with it. First down at the, a completion at the 19. Still about another 9 yards to go for the first down.
Oh, that's huge. What a play by Glowski. That's going to go for 20 yards. Watch it right here. Motter again's got plenty of time. Steps to the left. Feels a little pressure here. There you're going to see the tip there nearly picked off, but Glowski comes out of nowhere. And right now, DeVazian Wright wondering, wow, I thought I made a great play on that, tipping that football, and Glowski hauls it in.
Two receivers on the far side, Glowski on the near side. Motter, the pitch to Byers. That one slow setting up. Columbus State there in no time, planning Byers back at about the 26.
Yeah, that time Dwayne Melvin, the fifth-year senior out of Columbus, did a great job of coming up the field, and he had plenty of help from his teammates. Just no place to go that time for Toledo, and that's going to be another negative play. That ended up being a loss of about 8 yards. So fourth down and 16 coming up for Toledo. You know they're going to go for it. That's just the type of mojo they have. They're going to roll the dice. And here they are lined up to go for it. Fourth down here from the 26-yard line.
Diaz to the near side. Fakes the pitch. Motter keeps it himself. Works free on the run. Intercepted and stepping out of bounds. He has been patrolling the backfield all game. Coming up with it, DeXavius Watson.
A great read by Watson one more time. The freshman's had a stellar night. Watch it right here. This time, Motter's able to kind of slip through the pocket there, keeps his eyes downfield, but Watson jumps a route there, makes a big-time play. And while another turnover after the Rockets had a first down in the red zone, so Columbus State is coming up huge on the defensive side of things. unfortunately, their offense, the theme has been 3 and out, 3 and out. We'll see if they can break that right here.
The handoff. And it has looked like we may have had a fumble, but instead just a carry.
A nice play by
very little gain.
Nice play by Jason Davis, the freshman out of Cleveland Heights. He was able to come in and make a nice tackle there, just past the line of scrimmage. Short gain there on first down.
Blanks in the backfield. Reads his options. On the sideline and then stepping out, complete to Tay Ubafri.
Yeah, nice job that time by Tay there. He just went on a quick out route.
Maybe their first down. They haven't had many, that's for sure. High stepping across to the 50-yard line, down the sideline, and quickly catching up with him. 2 Rocket players in there to make the stop. Cage Dye also in there. Daniel Clater.
Well, now you're seeing the speed here of the Cougars. Something that was a concern for the Toledo coaching staff coming in. They're going to see Dartavius right there, just able to get across the edge there. And a saving tackle there. There you see it on your screen there. Daniel Clater and Cage Dye.
Shakenbaker across the 30, brought down at about the 28. Again, the stop, Daniel Clater.
A nice job by Clater. You know, he had 8 tackles last week against Wright State. But here you're going to see it coming up. The sophomore out of Start High School does a great job of rapping and saying, you're not getting any yak yards here. Good stop there by Toledo.
He was so big in that game that they only listed him in the roster as Clay. The artist known as Clay.
Yeah, look at Kyle Storr come in there one more time. What a heads-up play there by Storr. This is just how you teach it. You know, he got good penetration across the line of scrimmage, but then he does a nice job of getting his paws up in the air. Gets a huge deflection for an incomplete pass.
6:27 to play, second quarter. We've got a whistle down there.
It will be 3rd down and 8 coming up. Certainly have to believe this is going to be 4-down territory for the Cougars. They don't need it all here, but they do want a big chunk.
Trips on the right side, blanks to the far side. Skying to come up with it, incomplete. In there making the stop or breaking it up, DeAndre Cartledge. Pass was intended for Tay Abafre.
Watch Cartledge right here, the sophomore from Whitmer High School comes in and timed that one perfectly. Looked like that was going to be a reception that was going to get maybe all but 1 yard they needed for the first down. But a heads-up play there by Cartledge. Going to bring up a 4th down. They're going to burn a timeout to talk it over.
The best drive of the game for Columbus State. Ball is set at the 27-yard line. For most of the game tonight, through the first quarter and a half, it has been an exercise in futility for Columbus State. Not that they didn't have talent, not that they didn't show good looks, they just did not complete those plays. They did not finish plays.
We got to remember, in club football, you know, scouting is very limited. You're not going to be able to get games off the TV very often and break opponents down. This is the first ever meet between these two schools, so both coaches, you don't talk to both coaching staffs ahead of time. They knew there was going to be a lot of in-game adjustments being made, and right now I think you're seeing one here by Columbus State on the offensive side of things. We'll see what they have up their sleeve here on 4th down and 8 on their best drive of the night. Ball resting at the 27-yard line of the Rockets.
Jakem Wilson back in the backfield. He was out for a while, doubled over on the sideline. So he was out for about a series and a half. And now he's back, and now we'll get an explanation. Or we won't get an explanation, but we'll get the discussion between Coach Jamie Young and referee Jim McDermott.
They're trying to get the music off, I believe. I think that's what the officials are waiting for down there in the field. And there they are. Nope, still playing.
And, honestly, I've never been to a game where the radio, or I should say the music was playing during plays at any level of any sport anywhere. Well, maybe the Globetrotters, but other than that.
Well, they got the message that the music has stopped. So 4th down and 8 here coming up here. There you see Braylon Cook, the quarterback, step back to throw. He's going to step up in the pocket looking for the first down. He's going to be hit and stopped there, maybe a yard short. It'll depend on the spot. But Toledo comes up big there.
Clater is doubled over down there.
Remember that quarterback, Braylon Cook, the freshman, he's a big man out there. He's 5'10", 230. Watch him just kind of lower the shoulder right here, trying to fight his way to that first down marker. But, man, what a great stick. And it looked like that was Ezekiel Burkholder, the sophomore out of Lima Bath, come up huge there for the Rockets.
Don't wait for the replay. Watch Toledo Rockets Club football live on the BCSN app. Download the BCSN app today. Available in the App Store and in Google Play. Get it to live stream your favorite local teams. And coming up after the game, we'll have Sports Nightly with highlights certainly of this game and others every weeknight getting going at 6:30.
Well, Dean, this is really kind of what we expected. We knew this was going to be one of those really power-type football games where it was really going to probably one of the trenches, and both teams, not only with big linemen, but they also have speed as well. So this has been tough to score. Here's a screen pass out to the wide side.
Mazeron will get it to the 24. Pickup of about 3 yards.
Mazeron, he's been a busy target here tonight. That's his 4th reception. He'll pick up 4 yards here on first down. But there you see the heat coming. There he's got 3 blockers ahead. And great job of kind of breaking through there, just kind of getting Mazeron by the shoelaces. 2nd and 6 coming up.
5:31 remaining and counting down. Motter barking out the plays. Byers off tackle, breaks a tackle, and gets across to the 35, goes down to the 37.
Yeah, great job again there by RB3. That time Columbus State in a 4-4. And he's just able to find a crease right up the middle there. And, boy, that's awfully huge. I think it's going to be so important that they can be multi-dimensional, not to put Motter in those long passing scenarios. That's a huge pickup there by Byers.
The give to RB3. He gets it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 3 yards.
Now, this is what Toledo wants to be known for. They want to be that power team that can get 3 or 4 yards when they need to on the ground. And that time, Byers, just the guy to do it. And nice job trying to stay on schedule here. 2nd and 7 coming up here. You got to show just enough run to maybe open up some of those passing scenarios. Right now, the Rockets have twins to the wide side. Out of the pistol.
Comes up firing. Complete to Diaz. Turns the corner. Slowed down, and he will get to the 40-yard line.
Oh, tremendous job by Merced Diaz. One more time. He's able to elude a defender, made another guy miss. Watch it right here. But nice play by the freshman out, Genoa. Going to haul in another Motter pass. And there he's able to make a nice little cut there to the middle of the field before being tackled from behind, but not before another Toledo first down. .335 and counting down. Motter back to pass.
letting one fly on the sideline. No chance of getting to it, but still the effort made. Glasky could not haul it in, and Glasky will still battle for it.
So this time he just kind of threw a lot of air underneath it there. Ball's where it needs to be, but look at the nice coverage there by Ryan Foster. He timed that perfectly. There you're going to see Glasky take a shot. But there is laundry down on the field. It looks like it will be against the Rockets.
So they'll push it back to the 50-yard line. 2nd and 20. Exactly 3:30 to play in the second quarter. Way wide to the far side is Ja'Cory Anderson, product of Warren, Michigan. 2 receivers on the near side. Over the middle, hauling it in. Mazerat still on his feet down to the 29-yard line, and just enough for the first down.
That's another incredible, not only catch, but the run after the catch by Mazerat. Wow. Tremendous job there. That's worth another look. See it right here. Look where he catches the football and is hit. And now he's gone 5, 6, 7, make it 8 yards, carrying a couple Cougar defenders with him. Boy, he earned that first down. Fresh set of downs for the Rockets here at the 29-yard line.
You know, there's a lot of skill on this Rocket team. RB3, hops ahead across to the 28-yard line. Scoop, there's a lot of talent on this team, but there's also a lot of grit. And I would say almost to a man, every one of the players here are blue collar.
No question about it. You know, you love the passion these guys have, too. You know, we've said it before, but when you play club football, you're playing it because you absolutely love the game. You want to strap them up one more time, and these guys are trying to make the most of it. And right now, 2nd and 10 coming up. Columbus State has been awfully tough when the Rockets have had the ball deep in Cougar territory.
Trips to the far side. Motter looking to the near side. Overshoots Mensah. Incomplete, and right there in the thick of it, breaking it up, DeXavius Watson.
Yeah, DeXavius Watson, you know, he's got so much speed there. You know, it doesn't matter who the Rockets have out there. You know, he's able to really just go stride for stride, so there's a reason they have that luxury. They're able to go one-on-one coverage with guys like Daniel Mensah, as you see right there. But again, with that speed, boy, that's been awfully tough to throw against.
There's only 1 inch difference between Watson and Mensah. Watson is 6'2", Mensah is 6'3".
And Watson had a pick a week ago in their last outing.
Streaking down the sideline, he is in, touchdown! The 29-yarder, it is now 13-7.
Yeah, Mazerat has been a busy young man here tonight, and Brandon Motter is taking advantage of it. This time he's going to find him wide open out here on the left sideline. But look how he kind of checks his receivers down. But he's more surprised than him. He looks ahead. He's got green grass ahead. And somehow he tiptoes it in, gets the ball across the pylon there. And wow, Toledo had to earn it. But they come up big at the 2:07 mark. They now enjoy a 13-0 advantage. Trying to tack on another one is Parker Miranda, their freshman from Olmsted Falls, back with the kick.
The snap, the kick, and it is good. 14-0 Toledo over Columbus State on BCSN.
Young people who participate in meaningful activities are less likely to use drugs or alcohol. Your time, your choice. Learn more at unisonhealth.org.
At Charlie's Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram, we know life is full of adventures, daily tasks, good friends, and family activities. We also know nothing beats having the perfect vehicle to fit your lifestyle, your personality, and your budget. Make this the summer of Jeep and lease the 2023 Jeep Grand Cherokee Laredo X4x4 for $299 per month. Find your next new vehicle at Charlie's Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram.
Charlie's Dodge, doing it different, doing it right.
Young people who participate in meaningful activities are less likely to use drugs or alcohol. Your time, your choice. Learn more at unisonhealth.org.
We are back at the Glass Bowl. Great to have you along. We have our all-star crew tonight. Jeremy Parlett, Eric Bragg, and Nick Becker, and, of course, the legendary Scoop Miller. I'm Dean Jackson. Great to have you along Sunday night at the Glass Bowl. Toledo Club football, and the Rockets just exploded for a 29-yard reception. Motter finds Luke Mazerant down the sideline, and it's a two-score game.
For Mazerant, that's his fifth reception tonight. He's had 2 TD receptions as well. But, wow, he has really come up big. You know, last week he had 3 receptions and a TD as well. But, wow, he's come up big tonight against the Columbus State defense. It's really been tough down near the red zone. But that time, Mazerant was able to break through.
Scooping it up inside the 30, turning the corner. Across to the 40. Turning down the sideline. Knocks out of bounds at about 31, 32.
Jartavius Wright, one more time. The sophomore out of Dublin's able to get to the edge there. A fantastic return. Remember, Columbus State has really been looking at a long field all night, so they've had their backs to the wall. But this is great starting position they inherit, and they have just 1:58 to work with. But they do have some timeouts in their back pocket.
Straight up the gut, spinning around to the 20-yard line, finally brought down by the proverbial host of Rocket defenders. Jacob Williamson, the fifth-year senior, 5'9", 180 pounds, carrying the mail.
Yeah, nice job that time by Williamson. Again, last week had 5 rushes, 38 yards. Their second leading rusher. He came up big there. Another first down. Remember, this is the Columbus State team that did not get a first down the entire first quarter, and now their offense has found a little rhythm here their last 2 drives.
Cage Dye with the stop, or at least the final hit. Ornleff slowed him down. Blanks back in at quarterback. And that one inside the 20. We're going to put it at the 16. Williamson again, the ball carrier. 1:28 and counting down. Now near the 1:23 mark.
This is what Columbus State wanted to do coming in. That was part of the game plan to try to establish a run and really live on the ground. But Toledo was awfully tough there in that initial quarter, not allowing anything. And now the big man's going to tuck it away and run, but he's going to be met by a host of defenders. There you see another tackle by Matthew Holt.
And I thought I saw the flag come down there, too, as Braylon Cook weaves his way through. 5'10", 230 pounds from Albany, Georgia. And there was no flag.
And Cook has a quarterback rating of 136. That's actually higher than Brandon Motter coming in, so he's a guy that can go upstairs as well.
Right flanking Cook in the pistol. Takes a couple step drop. Rushes out, brought down. Nobody fooled right there. And again, another big stop. He's having a big game tonight. Cage Dye.
Oh, what a play by the senior from Bedford High School. Watch it right here. It looks like he's going to have a lot of real estate to the wide side there. But again, look at the nice play there by Cage Dye. And he's able to put a lick on him. And that's going to force Columbus State to burn a timeout here with just 2 seconds remaining in this half.
We'll keep it right here. Start your morning off with sports, the X's and Bros Show with Anthony Bellino. Local, regional, and national sports topics on your TV. X's and Bros every weekday morning from 6 to 9 on BCSN and BCSN Now app.
Right there, you see a good look at Rocket legend Chuck Ely there. Part of that undefeated run there from 69 to 71. And right now the Rockets trying to keep this game scoreless here as far as Columbus State's concerned. And the Cougars have one last play with 2 seconds left. Ball spotted on the 18-yard line at Toledo. And right now you can give up yardage. You cannot allow anyone behind you. Nothing in the end zone. This has been an awfully impressive first half of this Rocket defense. You have to finish it right here with these final 2 ticks here in this opening half. And looks like they're going to bring the field goal unit on. So this would be Kevin De La Cruz here going to attempt
46-yarder.
35-yarder.
I'm not sure. Yeah. I'm sorry. 35-yarder up and nowhere close. We take the break at halftime. Toledo 14, Columbus State 0. This is club football on BCSN.
Season at Dunn Chevy, and we finally have them. Equinox, Colorado, Blazer, Silverado, Tahoes, and Traverses. They are here. So if you are tailgating or camping or hauling pumpkins or hauling Christmas trees, Dunn should be your first stop. Find yours at DunnChevy.com. Chevy, find new roads. That is a Dunn deal.
Frickers is a special place where everything just comes together. All your favorite sports on our big screen so you'll never miss a play. A huge menu featuring our world-famous frickin' chicken, ribs, steak, and more. And family-friendly prices where kids 10 and under eat free all day, every day.
No frickin' way!
Way. So gather your circle of friends, buy around, and enjoy your home for fun, food, sports, and spirits. Frickers.
We are back halftime here at the Glass Bowl. Dean Jackson along with Scoop Miller. Scoop, a game that the Rockets hold a 2-score lead, but it's really been accentuated by both these defenses.
It really has. Incredible, these teams. They really came out to play. There you see Columbus State coming up with a big fumble recovery after the Rockets had a 1st and goal from the Cougar 4-yard line. You're going to see the first of 2 touchdown passes to Luke Mazarante as he's able to take it in for the first score for Toledo. That came in the first quarter with 7:51 to go.
A 12-yarder at that.
There you're going to see Reggie Byers here being really lit up. That kind of gives you a little idea what they're going against, a very physical defense. Here you're going to see a big special teams play by Kyle Storr, who's able to block the punt. There you saw Joshua Finch from Anthony Wayne pounce on the pigskin. Here's going to be the second TD strike from Brandon Motter. I'm sorry, that was near strike there to Mensa, but again, that's the speed of that secondary of Columbus State that really put a lot of pressure on Motter throughout that first half. There's you're going to see a great catch here by Northview product Jack Lowski. You can see why. You know, he was a second-team All-American in the National Club Football Association last year. There's going to be a nice pickup by Merced Diaz there. It's going to make a nice, nifty run after the catch. There once again, another pass to Mazerat, who had 5 receptions in the opening 30 minutes.
That set up the touchdown.
And here you're going to see the touchdown coming up here. Great protection by that offensive line. And look at the surprise by Mazerat. He looks up. He's got no one between him and the goal line. Does a great job getting the football over the pylon. And that came with just over 2 minutes to go in the opening half. And right now, the Rockets have to be happy up 14-0, but they also have to understand they're in for a dogfight. This thing is a long ways from over.
The sleeping giant may have been awoken. We'll be back with second half action. Thanks for tuning in. This is Club Football on BCSN.
One of the biggest questions I get from so many people is, what type of replacement window should I use at my house during the next renovation? Well, it's easy. It's Fibrex. Renewal by Anderson. Check this out. This is the Fibrex inside here. This material is twice as strong and it's vastly superior to vinyl. I'm not going to have to worry about it fading, and on top of it, you would say, John, are you going to have a lot of heat loss? Not at all, guys.
Jim White Toyota is Northwest Ohio's largest volume new car Toyota dealer.
The Jim White Toyota Advantage. 7 reasons why you should choose us for your next vehicle purchase. From a 4-year, 50,000-mile, no-cost maintenance plan to an extra $1,000 guaranteed on your trade. So stop in today at Jim White Toyota, where new choices are arriving daily.
The right car at the right price. Right now! Jim White Toyota.
Introducing the new My Buckeye app. Now you can manage your Buckeye broadband account from your iOS or Android device on the go. View and pay your bill, check your data usage, or get help with any technical questions. Download from your favorite app store today.
It's truck season at Dunn Chevy, and we finally have them. Equinox, Colorado, Blazer, Silverado, Tahoes, and Traverses. They are here. So if you are tailgating or camping or hauling pumpkins or hauling Christmas trees, Dunn should be your first stop. Find yours at DunnChevy.com. Chevy, find new roads. That is a done deal.
Frickers is a special place where everything just comes together. All your favorite sports on our big screen so you'll never miss a play. A huge menu featuring our world-famous frickin' chicken, ribs, steak, and more. And family-friendly prices where kids 10 and under eat free all day, every day.
No frickin' way!
Way. So gather your circle of friends, buy around, and enjoy your home for fun, food, sports, and spirits. Frickers!
Appliance Center Furniture and Mattress has everything fun for your home. You'll see the best brands in America and over 9,000 items on display. Plus, get same-day delivery and up to 48 months special financing today. Appliance Center Furniture and Mattress is the area's #1 rated superstore. Visit our Mommy or Sylvania superstores or our Mommy outlet. Shop AC.com or call 419-PAY-LESS.
Sean's Irish Taverns offer great food and fun in a family sports bar atmosphere. And if you're looking for great burgers, steaks, salads, soups, and pizza, we've got you covered. Watch the biggest games every day with awesome food and drink specials. Looking for a banquet room for special parties? Sean's can take care of you. We're locally owned and operated and are proud to be active members of the Northwest Ohio community. Stop into any of the Sean's Irish Taverns today. Just sit back and let us serve you.
Introducing the new My Buckeye app. Now you can manage your Buckeye broadband account from your iOS or Android device on the go. View and pay your bill, check your data usage, or get help with any technical questions. Download from your favorite app store today.
Solar is growing. First Solar is leading the world's sustainable energy future. With 20 years of roots in Northwest Ohio, First Solar has grown to become the largest solar panel manufacturer in the Western Hemisphere, and still growing. Come grow with us and be a part of something different. To join our team, visit firstsolar.com/careers.
Hi, I'm Marty Sutter, President of Genoa Bank, a locally owned community bank providing a full range of banking services. At Genoa Bank, we believe a bank should do more than just conduct business. We genuinely care about the communities we serve, and we take our hometown commitment to heart. Our biggest investment will always be in you, whether it's a personal account or business. Genoa Bank is committed to outstanding service. We want to know you by name and help you with all your banking needs. Genoa Bank, we take your banking needs personally.
Young people who participate in meaningful activities are less likely to use drugs or alcohol. Your time, your choice. Learn more at unisonhealth.org.
At Charlie's Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram, we know life is full of adventures, daily tasks, good friends, and family activities. We also know nothing beats having the perfect vehicle to fit your lifestyle, your personality, and your budget. Make this the summer of Jeep and lease the 2023 Jeep Grand Cherokee Laredo X4x4 for $299 per month. Find your next new vehicle at Charlie's Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram.
Charlie's Dodge, doing it different, doing it right.
Young people who participate in meaningful activities are less likely to use drugs or alcohol. Your time, your choice. Learn more at unisonhealth.org.
Solar is growing. First Solar is leading the world's sustainable energy future. With 20 years of roots in Northwest Ohio, First Solar has grown to become the largest solar panel manufacturer in the Western Hemisphere, and still growing. Come grow with us and be a part of something different. To join our team, visit firstsolar.com/careers.
Hi, I'm Marty Sutter, president of Genoa Bank, a locally owned community bank providing a full range of banking services. At Genoa Bank, we believe a bank should do more than just conduct business. We genuinely care about the communities we serve, and we take our hometown commitment to heart. Our biggest investment will always be in you, whether it's a personal account or business. Genoa Bank is committed to outstanding service. We want to know you by name and help you with all your banking needs. Genoa Bank, we take your banking needs personally.
One of the biggest questions I get from so many people is, what type of replacement window should I use at my house during the next renovation? Well, it's easy. It's Fibrex. Renewal by Andersen. Check this out. This is the Fibrex inside here. This material is twice as strong and it's vastly superior to vinyl. I'm not going to have to worry about it fading, and on top of it, you would say, John, are you going to have a lot of heat loss? Not at all, guys.
Jim White Toyota is Northwest Ohio's largest volume new car Toyota dealer.
The Jim White Toyota Advantage. 7 reasons why you should choose us for your next vehicle purchase. From a 4-year, 50,000-mile, no-cost maintenance plan to an extra $1,000 guaranteed on your trade. So stop in today at Jim White Toyota, where new choices are arriving daily.
The right car at the right price. Right now. Jim White Toyota.
Welcome back. Halftime here, getting ready to get going for quarter number 3. BCSN and Buckeye Broadband have teamed up with the American Cancer Society to raise awareness about breast cancer. We support the cancer survivors, and we want you to get a proper screening. Visit cancer.org for details, presented locally by Habitat Security. Well, Scoop, we expected a battle tonight, and it certainly has been that, but it's not quite been what we thought it was going to be. It's about the defense.
Yeah, the defense has really come to play tonight, and credit both these coaching staff. I think they've done an excellent job getting their guys prepared. And what can you say about this Columbus State team? Those guys got on a bus last night at midnight, basically drove straight through here. They had one restroom break, I think, on the way. Were able to get here about noon today. And, boy, these guys, for being on a bus for that long, these guys have a lot of get-up here tonight. They got plenty of speed. They got a lot of athleticism. And I was really impressed. I thought they made some great in-game adjustments in that first half when their offense just could not move the ball against Toledo. They found a few things that they were successful with. Unfortunately for the Cougars, they had a couple drives that stalled deep in Toledo territory. That's really been the difference right now in this 14-0 game.
I wonder if there was anybody on the Columbus State bus that, they were about 5 minutes out of Columbus and was saying, are we there yet? Are we there yet? Are we there yet?
Well, you know what? Talking to some of the coaches ahead of time, they said, every one of these young men on this bus were so excited to get a chance to play at the Glass Bowl. So they said this is one of those trips we were more than happy to make, even though we're several states away. And, wow, these guys, you can tell, they want to win this game. So this has been an entertaining game, but credit Toledo. Their defense, we've talked about so many times on some of the podcasts and last week in that win against Wright State. This has got to be one of the top defenses in the nation. They've lived up to that billing here in the first half, holding a very good Columbus State team off the scoreboard. Remember, Columbus State, last year lost just 2 games, and both those games were against eventual national champion Gordon State. So this is the team that expects to win, and they did not make this 639-mile drive to just get style points. They're here to win the football game, so it's going to be interesting to see what both head coaches come up with adjustments here at the halftime break. But Columbus State will get the ball here to start things out in the third quarter.
Now, Scoop, I was just sitting in amazement that they make an 11-hour trip and only had one bathroom stop, and then I realized that's because they're sleeping at midnight. So,
well, I'm also impressed. They brought 38 guys here traveled, so a pretty good travel roster. And this one's going to go to the house here. What a way to start the second half! And that's going to be a big return by Wendell McGee. as he takes that one to the house. And once again, you knew these guys were ready to play tonight. But watch it coming up here, the fifth-year senior out of Columbus. This is going to be a fairly deep kickoff, but right now they will line up to kick the PAT here. So, wow, that took just 12 seconds into this third quarter. And there you see McGee being congratulated there on the sidelines.
Big-time play. Ezekiel Burkholder diving for him, maybe about a half yard from him, but really he broke free from the pack midfield stripe, and at that point everybody knew he was gone.
Yeah, you could see it from upstairs here that there was going to be no denying him once he got that head of steam. But wow, just a fantastic start here for the Cougars, and that's really going to bring some life. And there you see him celebrating.
14-7, we get ready to get going here. We did not even expire 15 seconds. And, you know, we talk about a ball game that was about emotion. And, and we knew that was going to be the case.
Well, it's funny how the keys have really played out, before the game, talking to both coaches, the keys we came up with for Columbus State, they need to stay on schedule, avoid those negative plays and penalties. But here you're going to see McGee one more time. He's able to take it all the way from 80 yards out. Wow, what a big-time special teams play. But, for Columbus State, they need to stay on schedule, win the turnover chain. Remember, they forced that big fumble by the Rockets on 1st and goal from the 4. Then for Toledo, we thought they had to be multi-dimensional offense. The other thing was going to be special teams. They need to establish field position and really kind of dictate things with their special teams play. And for the most part, they had. But right there are 7 points given up by the special teams. They're right now just a one-score game.
And I'm surprised the way that they had that quick strike ability on their special teams that it didn't happen before now. RB3 across the 40 with a stiff arm. He will be brought down at about the 44.
That time Byers trying to have an answer of his own for that long return by Wendell McGee. He's able to take it out across the 40-yard line. So good starting position for the Rockets here. Trying to answer that quick score that took just 12 seconds into this third quarter.
First and 10, ball set at the 44-yard line. Byers set up behind Motter. Coming into the slot on the far side where there are two players is DeCorey Anderson, and we have a whistle. Toledo did not like what they saw. Take the timeout. We will take the timeout as well. It is Toledo 14, Columbus State 7 on BCSN.
Young people who participate in meaningful activities are less likely to use drugs or alcohol. Your time, your choice. Learn more at unisonhealth.org.
At Charlie's Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram, we know life is full of adventures, daily tasks, good friends, and family activities. We also know nothing beats having the perfect vehicle to fit your lifestyle, your personality, and your budget. Make this the summer of Jeep and lease the 2023 Jeep Grand Cherokee Laredo X4x4 for $299 per month. Find your next new vehicle at Charlie's Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram.
Charlie's Dodge, doing it different.
Young people who participate in meaningful activities are less likely to use drugs or alcohol. Your time, your choice. Learn more at unisonhealth.org.
We are back. The completion. Toglowski puts Toledo at about the 49. Second down. And actually even further than that. They're going to put it at the 50. So second down and 4 to go. 3:58 to play, second quarter, and they're moving. And I didn't see what the penalty was, but they're going to put it back. It's now second down and what we call is about second down and 8. And still more confusion. Scoop, can you tell me what's going on? Because I have no clue.
Well, if we backtrack, on first down, they got that 5-yard pickup in the airways to Jack Lowski, made it 2nd and 5, but then the Rockets threw an incomplete pass, but there was some type of penalty, and I couldn't understand why it was only a 3-yard penalty. There they knock off the additional 2 yards, so now that's going to make it 2nd and 10. So the 5-yard penalty must have been one of those. Must have been an illegal shift or something on the Rocket offense.
Motter complete to Mensah, out of bounds near the 48.
No, that's a nice pickup right there. That's going to make this very manageable here now on third down, maybe 3 to go. But here again, just another quick 2-3 step drop. And they'd love to find a way to get Daniel Mensah involved with this offense, as the fifth-year senior out of Westerville South is able to get 8 yards there. 3rd and 2 coming up. Ball resting in Cougar territory at the 48-yard line.
Byers on the right side of Motter picks up the block, comes up firing, complete at about the 43. Ja'Cory Anderson comes up with it and the first down.
Yeah, nice execution once again on the quick look-in pass to Ja'Cory Anderson. Watch it coming up once again. Quick 3-step drop there for Brandon Motter, and a nice route that time from Anderson. And that's going to be a first down once again for Toledo.
Byers cuts ahead to the side, picks up about, actually looks like he didn't get anything.
Yeah, nice job by Dwayne Melvin, the fifth-year senior, coming in to make that initial hit. But again, we've talked about the physicality down there in the trenches. Neither team really giving an inch, and you've had to earn your yards on the ground here tonight.
Second down and a long 9. Twins to the near side. Motter sets up. Over the middle, incomplete. Glowski incomplete into double coverage. And that is one thing that most coaches would say, why are you throwing into double coverage? But that's part of the plan. Motter listening to his offensive coordinator, John Dojeski.
Yeah, that's been a bread and butter play for Toledo the last couple of seasons, but I like how Columbus State has really defended that. That time they were in a 3 deep. They had a center fielder, and they also had a double coverage on Glowski. So that time it looked like Motter really made the pass where he needed to be, but Glowski certainly felt the pressure that time. 3rd and 10 here.
Motter has some time. Nice pickup on the block. Incomplete. Almost coming up with another snag. Columbus State defensive back Kennard Chapman.
Now watch Chapman right here. He makes a great break on the football right there. And that would have been a spectacular catch, but we've seen how quickly that Columbus State defense can close in. It looked like that play was open there for a while, but again, with that closing speed, especially on turf, these guys are awfully quick. And that's something that concerned, I think, Coach Jamie Young ahead of time. He said, watching film, you just can't really get the speed of the game sometimes.
Motter comes up on 4th down, tries to get free. He goes down at the 48. Ball skips free, and they're going to say it was down. So Columbus State will take over at the 49. A big stop for the Cougars.
It really was. You know, this is one of those balls where you just have to get rid of it here. You almost want to be like a punt, throw something deep. You might get a break and catch it. If not, possibly interception. But there he's going to get sacked. And wow, great starting position here for Columbus State. Remember, their offense has not been on the field here in the second half. It's their special teams that put 7 points on the board with that kickoff return to start out this second half.
Straight ahead across the 50, setting up at about the 49. Ball carrier was Joakim Williamson. The big man at quarterback in Braylon Cook. Cook lets fly on the near side. No one there. Well, the closest one there was Evan Leach for the Rockets.
Yeah, that time maybe just a little miscommunication. It looked like Cook was expecting one route and he got a different one. So fortunately for Cook, he threw that on a sideline route there. And just no chance for the Rockets to make a play, but it will bring up 3rd down and 8. Ball resting just inside Rocket territory at the 49-yard line.
McGee comes, a correction, Jatavius Wright in the backfield, takes the snap, busts it open across the 40, will be brought down at about the 38. In there to make the stop, Dari again, a guy with a lot of tackles tonight.
Watch the execution right here. Tremendous trap blocking that time by Columbus State, and Wright's able to move the chains.
Busting it open, short, just past the 25. Jatavius.
Well, I really love how they're trying to kind of establish a run and then kind of setting up these passes out to the flats. And again, try to get the ball to Wright. Hit with his speed. Boy, he can. He's a guy that can make that big play.
Right through the middle, not going very far. Very little gain. It would be 2nd down and long.
Right now, the last 3 times Columbus State has had the ball in their hands, they have really moved the football, especially between the 20s. But they have to find a way to finish off this drive, as their offense is yet to put points up on the board here tonight. But again, they're starting to find some success here, mixing up the pass to the run.
Braylon Cook through the middle, and it looks like there's a fumble, a battle for it. Toledo says they have it. The officials say Toledo have it, and right in the middle with a monster game tonight and a monster turnover, Kyle Storer.
Yeah, Kyle Storer once again making his presence felt. You're going to watch it coming up right here. You're going to see Cook just try to take off with it. There you see a nice hit come in there from the side. There you see Cage Dye, one of many Rockets there in the vicinity. And wow, what a big-time play by that defense once again. And they bring out the belt.
Gotta love the turnover belt. Now, scoop on that run by Braylon Cook. I think he was running when the ball was juggling around his high hip, or high thigh.
Yeah, there you see a look at it right there. A tremendous job there by the Rocket duo.
Byers to the 28-yard line. The pickup of 2 yards, 2nd down at 8.
Yeah, right now Columbus State really starting to settle in defensively. They're starting to control 1st down. The Rockets been looking at 2nd 8 here for the latter part of that first half, and here early in this 3rd quarter.
2nd down and 8. Ball at the 28. Motter gets it. Working free. Throws on the run. Almost snagged again. I tell you what, Columbus State seems like they have had about 53 interception attempts. Now, realistically, it's been about 4.
This is a Darius round here coming in. Watch the closing speed one more time. And again, it looks like Matter's got an open receiver. But again, their closing speed's incredible. Mensa tiptoeing that sideline, getting ready to haul in another first down catch. Wow, great job one more time there by Range there, the sophomore.
Third down and 12. Set back at the 26. Mater to Mensa. Complete near the 36.
First down. That's a huge play right there. It'll depend on the spot, but Mensa knew exactly where that chain was. I think he got just enough, but watch it right here. And again, great protection by that offensive front one more time. And Mater drops a dime there. There you see Range come in and make the hit, but it will be another first down. So tremendous conversion there on 3rd and long.
He did not get it by much.
Well, this thing is, he knew exactly where that first down marker was, so that was a well-designed route, well-timed throw. But right now, Toledo offense has to really pick things up here as they have really kind of stalled out here against this Cougar defense.
1st and 10 at the 36. The give to RB3. About a yard and a half gain, maybe 2. And it brings up 2nd down and 8.
Again, this time, pretty good penetration from that defensive front of the Cougars. They're doing such an excellent job there of putting plenty of pressure in that backfield.
First down marker is the 47, the Toledo 47. 2 receivers on the far side, 1 on the near side. Mater takes the snap, pitches off to Byers, and he is met in the backfield. A flag on the play.
Boy, that's unfortunate because Columbus State did everything well on that. They got great penetration up front and really had this play snuffed out, but just a little bit extracurricular after he was well out of bounds. There you see the last shove, and made that an easy call for the officials. Unfortunately, I think going to be a first down here for Toledo.
The foul appears to be on Xavier Hargrove, and I think he got his sports confused as he gave a blow to the gut.
Well, again, if you're Toledo, you have to take advantage. Unfortunately for Columbus State, they're showing some great things here on defense. But again, just not really a heads-up play. And right now, Toledo has the ball in Columbus State territory, trying to make this a 2-score game once again.
1st and 10 at the 47 for Columbus State. High reaching snag, complete to Mazerat. The stop made by Devasian Wright.
Yeah, nice hit there by Devasian Wright. So watch it right here. Mazerat's been a busy guy out there, but that time he catches it. Instead of having open field ahead, he meets Mr. Wright here, and Wright puts a lick on him. That's going to be another negative play for Toledo. 2nd and 11 coming up.
7:06 and counting down 3rd quarter. Mater over the middle, incomplete. Intended for Anderson. Scoop, there's not much that Toledo is going to do that's going to beat Columbus State. They have tremendous team speed. So it's got to be a little bit more of, it's just physicality, physical giftedness. Well, Columbus State has a lot going for it.
They do. And when you have the speed to lock in one-on-one here and play man-to-man against this wide receiver core for the Rockets, that really kind of frees up your linebackers to get a little extra pressure on.
Fake the handoff over the middle. Mazerat near the 30-yard line. Should be good for the first down.
And again, I love the design here by the Toledo offense. Mater has to get the ball out of his hands quickly. There you're going to see it, just a quick 3-step drop. And then he drops a dime one more time to Mazerat, who's had a monster game. And wow, that takes it down to the 30. First down.
threading the needle right between Kennard Chapman and DeVazion Wright. First down. 6.5 minutes left in the third quarter. Toledo on top by 7. Motter the pitch. Byers tripped up and then finally brought down. That's the old saying about one step forward, or 2 steps forward, 1 step back. That's kind of the offensive set right now for Toledo, where Columbus State is making things very difficult with their speed. Toledo getting a big play here or there to advance it, but it is a challenge.
Oh, you're right. And DeVazion Wright one more time. That time he came in off the edge and forced that play upfield a little bit prematurely. That allowed the Cavalry to get there in plenty of time. Another tackle for loss by this Columbus State defense.
2nd down and 12. Fumble in the backfield. Motter, all he can do is land on it back at the 40-yard line.
Well, once again, that's where speed kills you. The fact that Columbus State is coming so hard off the edge, that kind of forces mistake. You see Motter take a little peek there out of the right side of his helmet, and that time just kind of mishandled there as that snap was going to Byers. But again, when you feel the pressure coming, you try to do things a little bit too quickly. And now what was once first down at the 30-yard line is now 3rd down and 20 from the 40-yard line. So again, this Columbus State defense really kind of bowing their neck as they get deep inside their own territory.
In the pistol again, Motter. Low snap about on the thigh. Scrambles to the left. He has an option. Incomplete, flag on the play. And I don't think anybody in the stadium has any doubt of what that call was.
Yeah, that time, again, we've seen that closing speed all night, but this time did not really have the angle to jump inside the route here. So watch it right here. As Motter releases the football, you're going to see the contact come in a little bit prematurely. And that was Arkenzio Hayes, a sophomore out of Cochran. And officials got it right. But, boy, that's a huge break again for Toledo, as the Rockets will get an automatic first down. So fresh set of downs, ball being spotted just inside the 30-yard line, I believe. We'll see when the dust settles here where they mark it.
So it is not a point of the infraction. It's from the line of scrimmage where they assessed the penalty.
Well, there's multiple fouls. You saw the pass interference was declined. They took the roughing the quarterback, roughing the passer. So now we'll see where the mark-off goes for that. That should take a little bit closer to the goal line. Yes, it will. Instead of being a first down to 30, now Toledo will get the 15-yard roughing call. That'll take it down to the 25-yard line. So golden opportunity here for Toledo, trying to get this to a 2-score game. But you got to remember, Dean, this is where this Cougar defense has been toughest tonight, near the red zone.
4:43, Byers out in the open field, turns the corner to the 20, stiff arm, and he will go out of bounds. Love the stiff arm from RB3.
Great job. He picked up a couple blocks, but there is a laundry on the field. Again, watch the cut back. You're going to see a block right there. Again, see what they spot. I think that's going to go against Toledo, and they're going to walk it off. And wow, once again, what was a first down on the 25. Ball now being placed about the 36-yard line.
Remember what I said about 2 steps forward and 1 step back?
Prophetic.
4:35 left in the fourth quarter.
That might have been a couple steps back there, but nonetheless, we've seen Toledo's offense overcome this before. Right now, first down and 21 coming up.
On the far side, Cartledge on the near side, almost intercepted on the pass intended for Daniel Mensah.
Again, right now, no secret that Mater's going to get rid of the ball quickly. So, you got the quick slants, the quick-looking passes. You got the swing passes. And this one right here, well defended, trying to thread the needle between a couple Cougar defenders. That one falls incomplete, 2nd and 21.
And that's really his method of doing things anyways, is to force the issue kind of, and maybe that's also the discussion with offensive coordinator John Nojeski. But regardless, Mater's not afraid of much by whoever's definition of who's challenging the thinking. Long bomb into the corner, incomplete. Diaz had it inside the 5, could not maintain possession, and it brings up 3rd down.
This is the pass that Diaz normally is going to take in, but you're going to see a freshman mistake right here. He's going to look up the field before he secures the football, and boy, that's one he'd like to have back as Mater dropped the dime. But again, that's part of the game. You have to flush it, overcome a little adversity here. Now 3rd and 21 coming up for Toledo as Mater runs into play here.
Mater had a play like that earlier in the end zone to Daniel Mensah. But again, they're going to pass until they make it. 3rd and 21. Mater scrambling to the left side. The rush is on. He steps upfield and will pick up about 7 of those yards to make it 4th down and 7. We'll get the official ruling here, but again, Mater getting a little more daring as he scrambles as well.
Yeah, that's a nice play. Mater's going to recognize right now he's got one lineman to beat, and that's going to be Dwayne Melvin, so he kind of turns the Jets on. He's able to run down the sideline, steps out of bounds. So he got a big chunk of that back. That's going to be a pickup of 14 yards. So now 4th down and 7. Ball just outside the red zone at the 22. Again, this is a huge play in this ball game as Columbus State desperately needs another hold. Can they do it one more time? They've been so good down near the red zone all night long.
4th and 7 at about the 26. Mater will go down. A turnover on downs in Columbus State. Dancing in the aisles.
Yeah, nice job by Ty J. Wynn. One more time, the sophomore. That time coming in from his defensive end position. And one more time, Columbus State comes up big as the Rockets would turn over and downs. But here you're going to see Wynn coming in there. And wow, great job by Mater just to hang on to the football. But again, on 4th down, you have to really get rid of that football, throw it upstairs, throw it downfield. Just don't take the sack there. Fresh set of downs for Columbus State, trying to tie things up.
1st and 10 at the 16. Braylon Cook, the give off to the far side. He's going to be stopped short of the line of scrimmage. Jartavius Wright, the ball carrier, and a 1-yard loss. We talk about Columbus State speed. How about Toledo coming up there to stop the gap?
Oh, no doubt about it. Again, good penetration up front there, but then you're going to see a nice job closing in there. It looked like Daniel Clater was the first one to get a hand on him. Again, credit to Matthew Holt there for really changing that play up.
2nd down and 11. Cook in the pocket, comes up firing. Incomplete, all alone. Tay Ubare, incomplete.
Now, that time Cook had a man open, but he felt a little pressure. You're going to see it right here. Great job once again by Kyle Storr, just kind of rushing that ball a little bit. And that's fortunate because it looked like they were going to get some good yardage on that. 3rd down, 11 here. Boy, Toledo 3 and out here would be huge for this defense.
Cook, he's got some time. No, he doesn't. Pitches it off to Wright. Wright, kind of the escape pod over there. He will get it out past the 41. And tell you what, Johnny on the spot right saves things from being very disastrous.
Yeah, it's hard to believe that Braylon Cook did not go down here. Watch it right here. Plenty of pressure. Nice spin move that time by Adnan Dari, the All-American from a year ago. But again, a nice job. But they do get some back. So is it enough that they're going to roll the dice here on 4th down? It's going to be about 4th and 5 here.
240.
This is going to be rolling the dice right here. We'll see if they do indeed go for it here. Looks like the Wildcat.
Does not get it. Gets a couple yards. That is it.
Now that time, Columbus State put Jakeem Williamson back there in the Wildcat formation. And watch it right here. He's just going to keep the ball, use that extra blocker. But a great job there by Toledo. And the Rockets get a big stop, and their offense will inherit a short field here as they take over at the Columbus State 44-yard line.
They talk about defense winning a championship. How about just winning possession? That's the story for Toledo tonight.
And you have to remember, this defense is yet to give up a point. The 7 points tonight for Columbus State came on that opening kickoff of the second half. Other than that, this Rocket defense has really come to play tonight, as we've come to expect from this Toledo team.
Klasky in motion, Motter. The wall collapses around him, incomplete. I think there may have been a hand or something as Motter was trying to, so it may have been battered. May have been.
And Columbus State wants a flag on that for grounding. There was no Rocket receiver in the vicinity. You're going to see it right here. This is going to be a simple kind of miscommunication. You know, Motter takes his time, steps out, throws it, but again, no one near that football. But again, great job by Motter avoiding the sack. And there you see a good look at offensive coordinator
John Nowajewski.
Nowajewski played a little football at Defiance College. I believe he went to Bowser High School back in the day. Played for the Rebels.
EB3 stiff-arming his way near the 46. Toledo wanting a face mask.
At that time, John Hooks, the freshman, comes up and makes a nice stick there. You're going to see it coming up right here. But again, he does a nice job. Again, look at that good closing speed. I think they wanted a horse collar right there. He's able to kind of fling.
Yeah, did you see
Reggie
the way
Byers
his head
around.
went back? And Byers wanted it too. Third and 12 at the 46. Motter in the pocket, letting fly, intercepted at about the 22, stepping out of bounds. And Columbus State comes up with a big one. DeXavius Watson.
Yeah, Watson had a pick just a week ago, and he comes up big one more time. But watch it, Motter's got plenty of time to throw. But this is just a misread there. Nobody close there for Toledo. Toledo's awfully fortunate. He did not cut that up the middle because he had plenty of blockers and plenty of room for a return. But again, credit Watson as he's come up big. Again, he had a pick last week at Huntington University in that 34-24 loss.
Just a clarification, it's Huntington from Alabama, not to be confused with Huntington. But it's a common mistake. I went to Huntington years ago, and people would always ask, I didn't know you went to Alabama.
That's right. You were a Huntington Forester there out of Huntington, Indiana.
Indeed. Which has a strong representation in Northwest Ohio.
Yeah, they're in the Crossroads Athletic Conference, one of the best in the NAIA.
First and 10. Right, suffocated down there. Dari down there, Storer down there, also in there for Toledo. And we haven't called his name much. Joshua Hagan, number 45, you see there. And I think Hagan may have actually brought him down.
It's just fun watching these guys in the trenches tonight because each and every play they just get right back up, go right back at it. But boy, it's been a grind down there inside.
Cook comes up firing out of bounds. And that will bring up third down and long, 3rd and 11. 45 seconds left in the third stanza. Scoop, they talk about the team that has the football last winning games. I think the team that has defense last might win this game.
Well, I totally agree because both defenses have been lights out here for practically every play of this ball game. So again, this has just been such a great battle, and again, so important. We've seen the difference between this offense and defensive line Toledo this year.
Cook going for a broke over the middle. Can't find his man into double coverage. It was intended, and I tell you what, it had all kinds of danger around it. Cameron Daniels, and he's disappointed.
Cook had that ball up in the jet stream there. That thing went 55 yards there on the fly. One of the few times tonight we've seen a deep vertical shot. And a lot of it has to do with the fact there's been great defensive pressure from the Lions coming up there. But great job by the Rocket defense forcing the punt here as we hit the 39-second mark of this third quarter.
De La Cruz back at his own 26-yard line. It has been an adventure on the punts. That one will bounce to the 25. Picked up. Circling back to the outside. Doesn't look like he's got a lot of room to work with. DeAndre Cartledge simply will run out of bounds.
Yeah, that time Cartledge not only forced to run laterally, but he was forced to run backward there. End up losing on that return. So great special teams play there by Columbus State. And right now, Columbus State trying to find a way to turn this Rocket offense over. The Rockets just haven't been able to really finish drives, but they've moved the football tonight at times. But right now, you just have to think that this game is probably going to be won by the by the defense tonight rather than the offense.
I mean, Toledo has had 2 scores, 2 big passes, but they have been challenged on every aerial. The secondary, the defensive backs, the linebackers have not made it anywhere close to even easy.
You know, usually in club football, you can wear at teams, especially when you're playing at home, the fact that you usually have a lighter travel squad for club football, but remember the Cougars brought 38 guys with them here tonight, so they've got more depth than we're used to seeing. And here's going to be a penalty that's going to take it half the distance to the goal here, so a golden opportunity for this Columbus State defense.
And this could really be danger time for Toledo.
And remember, Toledo has not had to go deep in the games here at the Glass Bowl. You know, their all-time record is 9-2 here at the Glass Bowl. They've been tested just a few times. One of those losses to Ohio State, one of those losses to Wright State 2 seasons ago. Boy, there's going to be another tackle for loss. As that time, Reggie Byers is thrown down to the turf, so another tackle for loss.
He lost at least 3, if not more.
Yeah, now the ball's going to be placed inside the 10-yard line, but here you see it tries to get to the A-gap there on the left side. He cuts it back to the outside. But, wow, look at the wrap and tackle. And that's going to be a Darius Range one more time.
We have a timeout. We'll take the timeout as well. Toledo on top, 14-7. Or correction, we go to the fourth quarter on BCSN.
Corey Anderson, congratulations.
Young people who participate in meaningful activities are less likely to use drugs or alcohol. Your time, your choice. Learn more at unisonhealth.org.
At Charlie's Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram, we know life is full of adventures, daily tasks, good friends, and family activities. We also know nothing beats having the perfect vehicle to fit your lifestyle, your personality, and your budget. Make this the summer of Jeep and lease the 2023 Jeep Grand Cherokee Laredo X4x4 for $299 per month. Find your next new vehicle at Charlie's Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram.
Charlie's Dodge, doing it different, doing it right.
Young people who participate in meaningful activities are less likely to use drugs or alcohol. Your time, your choice. Learn more at unisonhealth.org.
Fourth quarter getting underway, 14-7. Toledo back deep in their side of the field, looking at a 2nd and 13 inside the 10.
And right now the Rockets need to move the change just to establish some field position, if nothing else. Columbus State desperately needs to get off the field here and force the 3 and out.
Motter scrambling out of his own end zone. Throws on the run. Incomplete. Intended for Ja'Cory Anderson. And that will bring up 3rd down.
Great job by Davius Watson one more time. And again, he's just locked in stride for stride with whoever he matches up with. And that time, just no place to really throw the ball to an open receiver. So, wow, this could be huge here for the Cougars. They can force the 3 and out. Not only will they get the football back and a chance to tie it, but they also will inherit some really good field position, as right now the Rockets are looking down at 3rd down and 13, ball on the 8.
8 seconds gone here in the 4th quarter. Byers steps up to the right of Motter. In movement, illegal procedure, no call. 2 players going side by side, right?
Oh.
Almost snagged. And that is the story of the game tonight. When they write the script for this one, Columbus State would like to have 1 or 2 of about a half dozen interceptions that they could have had.
And watch it right here. Ryan Foster has this football in his breadbasket right here. Boy, he just maybe got a little too wide-eyed thinking pick 6. And, boy, that's a break for Toledo. But it will bring up 4th down, so credit Columbus State one more time. Doing an excellent job of holding the fort.
We have an injured player on the field and a chance for us to take care of some business. Remember, BCSN and Buckeye Broadband have teamed up with the American Cancer Society to raise awareness about breast cancer. We support the cancer survivors, and we want you to get a proper screening. Visit cancer.org for details. Presented locally by Habitat Security.
And nice to see Jack Glowski get up under his own power and walk off the field, but certainly he's going to be feeling that one tomorrow. But Toledo will punt the ball away from their own end zone. We'll see how heavy a rush the Cougars bring.
Hold about midway back in the end zone. The snap. And it will roll at the 40. Continue to roll, and it will go dead between the 44 and the 45. So all things considered, Toledo getting out of the danger zone and maybe a chance to come up with a big stop yet again.
Yeah, Holt comes off with a 36-yard punt. More importantly, no return. Remember, that special teams from Columbus State is responsible for the Cougars' only score tonight. So nice job not allowing the return. But the Cougars will start out in Toledo Rocket territory here. Plenty of time left trying to knot things up here, trailing by a touchdown.
I think they've gone back to blanket quarterback. The pitch out to the 39-yard line, picks up about 6 yards. Right, the ball carrier, Jartavius Wright.
Yeah, watch right here. Just going to be a quick pitch there to the outside. And that time, just kind of hook blocking there. They did not pull a tackle.
Breaking it open inside the 10. And he will go in for the score.
Jeremiah Ingram there with the catch and the TD. Great job there. Not only getting himself open there, that time we had a nice route there, but he was able to elude a couple would-be tacklers. Watch it coming up right here. There you're going to see Blank step back. But look at the cutback right there from Ingram. And on a crossing route, he's going to get it to the house there. And right now, Columbus State just a point away from tying things up. So they bring on Kevin De La Cruz here for the extra point.
Point up, and it is good. It is now 14-14. We've got ourselves a ball game. 14:07 to play in the fourth quarter. This is Toledo Rockets Club football on BCSN.
Young people who participate in meaningful activities are less likely to use drugs or alcohol. Your time, your choice. Learn more at unisonhealth.org.
At Charlie's Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram, we know life is full of adventures, daily tasks, good friends, and family activities. We also know nothing beats having the perfect vehicle to fit your lifestyle, your personality, and your budget. Make this the summer of Jeep and lease the 2023 Jeep Grand Cherokee Laredo X4x4 for $299 per month. Find your next new vehicle at Charlie's Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram.
Charlie's Dodge, doing it different.
Young people who participate in meaningful activities are less likely to use drugs or alcohol. Your time, your choice. Learn more at unisonhealth.org.
Columbus State tries the onside, and it appears that Toledo has it near the 45.
Yeah, a little surprising. That time, kind of one of those pooch kicks, but it went exactly 10 yards. I believe that was John Nowajeski there coming up with it. He had to earn that because he was getting tugged. Both arms. Watch it right here. There you see the high pooch. There you're going to see Nowajeski. Great job. Not only did he track that in, but he's got really 4 Columbus State defenders on him. Great job securing the football. Great field position here for the Rockets.
And by the way, Nowajeski, a member of the National Guard coming to play football his senior year. Motter flushed out of the pocket. Not going anywhere. And a big catch! Merced Diaz at the 39-yard line. A big possession play that keeps the Rockets moving.
Yeah, great move there by Diaz. But watch Brandon Motter right here. Great job of extending this play. You know, a lot of times guys are going to throw it away, step out of bounds, but watch how he checks down his receiver, spots Diaz there. Diaz secures it. Then I like how he makes the catch. You always look for that next play. He's able to turn upfield. Big pickup of 6 yards on first down.
2nd down and 4 from the 36. Motter to the sideline, incomplete. Columbus State in there breaking it up. Okay. It is Dazavius Watson. Folks, it is not an easy name to say. Scoop, I know you've had some interesting moments as you've tried to navigate that out of your mouth, too.
Well, I'm just going to say Watson makes another tremendous play there. He's got such closing speed. You just wonder how long before Toledo goes with the out and up, because right now they're trying to sit on those quick out routes, those quick slants. How many times have we seen one of those DBs kind of break on the football out of Motter's hands? Boy, that would have been a pick six there if he gets there just a quarter step earlier.
2 receivers on each side. Motter back to pass again. Over the middle of the long bomb. Into the corner. Incomplete. Anderson can't make the catch.
And Motter took a shot. My goodness. As he delivered the football, this is a nice clean hit, but watch it here. He's going to get really decked there. And this was just inches away from being a great reception. Boy, unfortunate for Toledo just to step out of bounds there, but Matter's still a little shaky on his knees right now, the training staff attending.
Will we see backup quarterback Ramesh Rokon? And by the way, Scoop, the backstory on Ramesh, a University of Toledo tennis player, had never even thrown a pass with shoulder pads on until last week's game.
Well, it's incredible. You know, the one good thing that happened last week's game, they got so many different guys some reps. You know, we saw guys, get some snaps there that hadn't had a chance, and that's what you do it for. You have to have that next man up mentality. You know, if you know anything about Brandon Matter, you're almost certain he's going to be back in the game. He's such a tough kid. I think he has to set out a play. The fact that the training staff came out, but there you see number 20, Ramesh out there going to direct that offense. And what a tough spot to come in. 4th down and 4 here for Toledo.
4th down and 4 at the 39-yard line. Ramesh back to pass. The screen battered, incomplete. Columbus State with the turnover on downs. You see them dancing again.
And John Hooks, the freshman, almost came up with the pick there. That was a play that Toledo ran the first half. You're going to see the backside tight end go across there, Mazurant there. But again, they've got 4 defenders over there, and that's going to be a break for Toledo. But once again, how about this Columbus State defense? They have not surrendered a point here in the second half, and their offense has kind of figured things out as they've been moving the football. And their offense finally broke through in that last drive to put up their first points as far as an offense goes on tonight.
The handoff. And stopped the handoff to Williamson, excuse me.
And credit Brody Sakovitz. You'll see him make a little contact right there to slow him down. And there you see Kyle Storer one more time come in. Storer had 12 tackles just a week ago, trying to match that again tonight.
It looks like he's going to be complete, about 2 yards short of the first down.
Well, watch it right here again. This is going to be just a quick out route. They're going to see the drop there by Amarian Blanks. Boy, that's awfully close. But right now, 3rd down and 2. That Rocket defense has to make a stand here.
Short gain, but it sure looks like it's enough for Williamson.
Yeah, nice job by Jakeem Williamson. You know, that time they knew where the marker was, just wanted to get enough. He's able to pick up a 3 yards here, puts the ball right at the 50-yard line, fresh set it down for the Cougars.
Comes up firing, met in the backfield, wrapped up. The stop made by Cage Dye. A loss of a yard. Again, Scoop, both of these teams with big stop after big stop.
Well, Cage Dye's made so many great plays here all night long, and great job by the senior out of Temperance, Michigan. Comes up with a big-time play. That's going to be a tackle for loss. 2nd and 12 coming up.
Blanks steps up and steps into trouble. He goes down, and all of a sudden a fumble somewhere in the midst of this. Dari comes up with the football, but they say it was down.
I like the play there by Dari. You can see why he certainly was an All-American a year ago, but watch it coming up right here. Nice job by the big fella out of Northview. There he comes up with the pigskin, but the officials rule it down.
That's the right call.
And it certainly was the right call, but again, what a great play by Dari one more time. Another tackle for loss.
3rd and long. The snag going picking up big yardage, gets it back to the original line of scrimmage +2, but not much further for Jatarvius Wright, and it's still going to be long.
Great coach by Michael Speed, the offensive coordinator and head coach. They went with the screen there. Perfect play called, but great job by the secondary there to kind of limit the damage. They do get a big chunk back, but it's going to be brought back with a penalty. The holding call will go against the Cougars. And wow, that's really going to change things up. Instead of being a 4th down and maybe about 5, now we're looking at 3rd down and 25 yards to go as we near the 10-minute mark of this contest. And that may not be enough to decide the outcome here tonight.
You're absolutely right. This has been everything that we expected other than scoring. Blanks over the middle, incomplete. Brings up 4th down. Great coverage. Ingram can't bring it in. It is now 4th and a country mile.
Yeah, good hold here by the Rocket defense, taking advantage of the penalty. That ball was deflected just enough that threw off the timing there of Ingram. Boy, that's a big play there for Toledo as they'll now get the football back. It should have decent field position as the punter, Kevin De La Cruz, will punt it away near his 25-yard line.
It will roll and finally go inside to the 19-yard line. You know, maybe the best thing that happened for Toledo on that series gets Motter some breathing room, gives him some time, gives the offense a little bit of a rest and a chance to come back for the final 9:48. And Motter is marching on to the field.
Yeah, you're able to coach him up here a little bit, but again, credit Columbus State one more time as De La Cruz hits a bomb there. I think that was 46 yards, no return, so the Rockets are pinned inside their own 20-yard line. And remember, this Toledo offense has been held off the scoreboard here this entire second half, trying to break through and trying to regain the lead that at one point stood 14-0 in the opening half.
Pitch, Byers has an opening over the middle, cuts his out across to the 25. He's still on his feet, brought down near the 35. A big first down, +6.
Oh, that's an incredible run there by Reggie Byers. He did a tremendous job of not only reading the blocks, but does a great job cutting it back against the grain. Watch it right here. A nice nifty run, but I love how he's able to cut it back there. And again, he got a lot of that of his own. There you see his athleticism as he's able to hurdle a Cougar defender. And wow, that gives the Rockets a little breathing room. Ball on the 35-yard line, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 35. Again to Byers, hauling the mail near the 42, maybe to the 43. And Scoop, what this also does is it eats clock.
Yeah, this is so important right now. Not only are you staying on schedule, but again, you're setting these guys up for that passing game that Brandon Motter's been so good at. You know, remember, Motter's had some pretty big numbers here for Toledo this season. And after this play, we'll talk about him just a little bit.
2nd and 3. 2 receivers on the near side, a bit of a low snap. Again, Motter comes up. Incomplete. That was intended for Mensah.
Well, that's one of those free downs. You got 2nd down and 3, so you take a vertical shot to something you haven't done very often. Remember, Motter last week in that home opener against Wright State, he was named the Great Lakes East Offensive Player of the Week with his performance against the Raiders, where he completed 24 passes, had 342 yards passing, averaged over 14 yards per completion. He also threw for 5 touchdowns. Right now, he's number 2 in the nation in touchdown passes behind Ohio State's Spencer Moore, who has a staggering 14 for the Buckeyes.
It's almost unhuman. Nice snag into the open field. Ja'Cory Anderson. They're going to put him at the 36.
I love the confidence they have in Brandon Motter. 3rd down and 4, you're thinking run. He goes with that quick slant. Ja'Cory Anderson hauls it in, and look at the yak yards he racks up. Takes the ball all the way down to the 36-yard line of Columbus State. And right now, this has been an impressive drive here for this Rocket offense as we approach the 8-minute mark of this contest and a fresh set of downs coming up.
Scoop, it is really almost like a different Toledo offense on this series. First things first, though, it's first and 10 from the 39. The pitch to RB3. Moves to about the 33.
I love it. This is a nice run here by Byers. One more time, you're going to see the quick pitch here. Tries to get to the wide side, does a smart thing, cuts it back. And again, just is able to kind of get his head down, find a little crease here. He picks up nearly 5 yards, so that's a huge play there on first down. Keeps the clock running, inches the Rockets ever so close to that red zone.
Second down at about 6. Lined up tight. Incomplete in there. Breaking it up. The Darius range. It was intended for Mazerat.
And once again, just a quick 3-step route. It's going to be a quick out route. Again, great coverage that time. That's usually one of those safe plays. You hope to get maybe 3-4 yards. Instead, great job by Columbus State, forcing that ball to be thrown a little bit further to the outside. So now 3rd and 5 coming up here for Toledo in what most likely certainly 4-down territory here for the Rockets.
Stepping up to the left. There's Byers. Almost snagged again. Intended.
Well, that was John Nowajeski there. That time the intended target. But again, they're locked in. Tough defense here. Watch it right here. Ball comes out of Motter's hands. But again, a lot of contact kind of downfield. Nowajeski was on his way to the turf as that ball was coming in. We're going to have a Toledo timeout.
We take the timeout as well. Toledo 14, Columbus State 14. This is club football on BCSN.
It's truck season at Dunn Chevy, and we finally have them. Equinox, Colorado, Blazer, Silverado, Tahoes, and Traverses. They are here. So if you are tailgating or camping or hauling pumpkins or hauling Christmas trees, Dunn should be your first stop. Find yours at DunnChevy.com. Chevy, find new roads. That is a done deal.
Frickers is a special place where everything just comes together. All your favorite sports on our big screen so you'll never miss a play. A huge menu featuring our world-famous frickin' chicken, ribs, steak, and more. And family-friendly prices where kids 10 and under eat free all day, every day.
No frickin' way!
Way. So gather your circle of friends, buy around, and enjoy your home for fun, food, sports, and spirits. Frickers.
7:06 remaining in the fourth quarter. A 4th and 6 situation. Motter trying to keep the Rockets alive. Incomplete off of Mazeran, who has been sure-handed all night. And Columbus State takes over.
Columbus State, one more time. They bend, but they don't break. That defense, again, when they get really near that 30-yard line, they really just kind of bow their necks, and they come up big here. They force the incomplete pass on 4th down and 6. So Columbus State will take over on downs. Mazerat been a often looked-to target tonight. That one just glances off the fingertips. And now Columbus State looking to take their first lead of the game. They'll inherit the football with 7:01 to go here.
1st and 10 at the 32. Coming up firing Incomplete. Deflected, I should say, but incomplete regardless.
Yeah, two Rockets in there. There you see them right there. Adnan Dari and Kyle Story. Those guys have really been the workhorse of this defense. And again, that's a team effort. We don't want to single out just two guys, but those guys, boy, they just have a nose for the football, create so much havoc. Boy, that's a big deflection right there. Brings up 2nd and 10.
6:57 to play in the final stanza, or at least the final stanza of regulation.
There's going to be a 10-yard walk-off on that.
The give to Williamson does not go very far. And maybe just a little get chippy down there. Dari in there, one of them making the stop. Also in there, Hagan.
Again, that time, good pressure up front again. A pretty solid run there just to get what he did. But 2nd and 15 coming up here for the Cougars.
Screen pass. Slowed down. Not really, though. It looks like he got pushed out of bounds near the down marker, but regardless, they continue to move it.
That's Jartavius Wright. Once again, he's got so much speed there. And again, looks like the Rockets really were in pretty good position to make that a short gain, but credit Wright. He's able to get a big chunk back. So 3rd down and 4 coming up here for the Cougars.
And the Rockets get a big placement. Good stop. Spun around. Williamson loses yards. About 2. Scoop, just when I start to think, okay, Columbus State is starting to gain progress. Just when I think Toledo is starting to get progress, these defenses say, oh, no.
But look at Matthew Holt. He just makes a play on his own there. Somehow was able to elude the block. Gets in the backfield. And the senior out of Granville comes up huge there. And now 4th down and 5 coming up. Remember, we saw Columbus State go for it on a very similar situation back in the 3rd quarter. So we'll see right now with a tie game here with 5.5 to go. The offense is on the field here, going for it on 4th and 5.
And we have a whistle.
I like it. I think they went for the hard count, couldn't get it, and now the Cougars will burn a timeout.
We will keep it right here. And a reminder to you, coming up every night, 365 days a year, it's Sports Nightly, your source for local sports. Mark, Carly, Nicole, and Joel have you covered. Stories, highlights, and interviews every night at 10:30 on BCSN and the BCSN Now app. And if you don't have the app, just think of all the things you could do if you have it. You could be watching this game live, and many of you are. Simply go to the App Store or on Google Play to live stream your favorite local teams on the BCSN app.
Well, they have the app in Georgia, and I'm sure they're glad they do, because this has really been a dogfight, and Columbus State will punt the football away here.
They were definitely talking about it in our pregame conversations.
Yeah, the coaches were really excited. They knew all about the BCSN app. One of the first things they asked me when I bumped into them, but again, that's a big situation. Remember, one punt's been blocked already tonight here by Toledo.
Gets it away. Watches it roll inside to about the 21. And Toledo will take over. Mensah just watches it roll. And folks, in all fairness, too, when the coaching staff came up, they said, you must be Scoop Miller. You must be the legendary Scoop Miller. 5:13, we get set up for what is going to go down to the wire. How can this game get any more exciting? Now, some of you will say, there's not a lot of offense. Folks, when it comes down to doing whatever it takes, you've got it on both these teams.
Well, so many big plays. There's another one there by Kevin De La Cruz there, the punter. He came in averaging nearly 44 yards a punt, and that one's going to go down as 43, no return. So he's able to flip the field here with just 5 and some change to go.
1st and 10 from the 21. Motter comes up firing. Incomplete. That was intended for Nowajewski. 2nd down and 10.
Again, look at the war going down there in the trenches. You see a lot of these jerseys are going to need stitched up when tomorrow morning rolls around. It's just been that physical inside, but a good stop there by Columbus State. And remember, this defense for Columbus State not only wants to stop here, they want to 3 and out to try to give their offense some good field position. Remember, they feel confident in their kicking game. They tried a 35-yarder in the last play of the first half. Although they missed, you got to be thinking that they're thinking, hey, let's get the ball back one more time, tie score, and see if we can put the ball in the hands of our kicker who's been so good here, not just tonight but all season long.
2nd down and 10, the Rainbow looking for Jakari Anderson, incomplete. It is now 3rd down and 10.
Well, they keep going at Xavius Watson there, but again, he's got so much speed there, he just makes it look effortlessly. And that's a good stop again there. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 10. With exactly 5 minutes to play here.
Scoop, I feel like you've just deceived me because you told me you weren't going to say his first name again.
You said that.
No. You said you were going to call him Watson. I said I couldn't pronounce it, is what I said, and I still tried. 3rd down and 10 at the 21. Toledo has got to start making something happen. In a game of big plays, they have all been they've all been defensive. Again, coming up, incomplete, intended for Glowski. And Scoop, here's another story that we didn't talk a lot of. We've seen it, but we haven't talked about it a lot. How many of these passes to Glowski, how would the game change if he caught 1 or 2 of them?
Well, I keyed on Glowski in this play alone because I thought the formation they were going to him, but also you could see that they were well-versed in that. They knew where Glowski was going to go before that play developed. So give Tyreek Williams, the defensive coordinator for Columbus State, a lot of credit because these guys have certainly not only gone over the scouting report, been in the film room, but they're executing to a T, and the defense comes up big again.
Holt booms it to the 46-yard line, turning the corner to the 47, down the sideline. This is trouble for Toledo.
Wow.
A 53-yard run punctuated the second kickoff return for McGee.
Once again, Wendell McGee, I thought that was trouble because that was a long punt that kind of outkicked the coverage. And look at the room McGee has there. And again, he just kind of turns on the jets here, and there's no stopping him. And wow, what a dagger there as McGee takes it to the house.
They still have not put it on the board. There is a discussion. So, an illegal block. They're going to wipe it off the board. Wow! And that silence that you hear is the Columbus State sideline.
Wow, that's huge. Watch it coming up. We'll see if we can find it here on the replay. Well, there you see it right there. I think that happened right on the 40-yard line.
Another big play to the sideline.
And another flag coming in here late. So right now you can see Columbus State has a little extra giddy up in their step. They're playing with a lot of enthusiasm on that side. There you're going to see the nice little reverse pass or handoff to right.
They say holding.
And that hold happened right on about the 40-yard line. So that should take the ball back into Columbus State territory. So right now, a couple huge penalties against the Cougars. That ball just inside Columbus State territory, right nose on the 50-yard line. Boy, another break there for the Rockets. But again, this speed really starting to wear at this Rocket defense. See if they can rise to the occasion here as we're under the 4.5-minute mark of this game.
First down of the 50-yard line. Williamson picks up about 4 yards.
Till that time the Rockets go with the corner blitz. You're going to see it right there, but that time just that quick hitter up the middle there. And there you're going to see Jakeem Williamson able to get maybe a yard or so. But that time the Rockets had 7 guys loaded up in the box, trying to force the Cougars to go upstairs here. 2nd and 9 coming up.
3:55 in the fourth quarter. Columbus State trying to work some magic movement. It looks like it's going to go against Toledo.
Yeah, it's going to be a false start.
Of course.
There's a reason they were drawn off sides, and that's going to be another 5-yard walk-off. So this is the 3rd penalty, if you include the one on the punt return, that really has turned the tide here. As now the ball is at the 48-yard line of the Cougars. Still 2nd down, this time 2nd and 14.
And marching yourself backwards isn't exactly progress. A fumble, and Columbus State comes back up with it. Williamson dives on it, back to the 45.
What a heads-up play there by Jakeem Williamson, the 5th-year senior. Here you're going to see the low snap. The quarterback, Cook, can't come up with it, so great job just getting on the football, trying to snake it and corral it. But again, another loss on the play, so this drive continues to go backwards. 3rd down and 17 coming up.
Just over 3 minutes to play. Comes up firing, complete, and all over him. Mensa. Ornloff also on there.
A nice job by Dylan Adams that time on the quick slant there to the wide side. You're just going to see a quick 2-step drop. Gets the ball off his hands quickly, and they're just trying to get Adams to make a play. They get about half of what they needed, but still going to be 4th down, and we'll call it 9 yards to go. And now they do send on the punt team, and Kevin De La Cruz, one of the top punters in the NCFA, back to punt here for the Cougars, trying to pin Toledo deep here with just 2:13 to go. Score still knotted up at 14 apiece.
Mensa back to receive it. A much shorter kick that will bounce at the 25 and roll, and it will drop right at the 15. So, not bad if you're Columbus State, all things considered.
Yeah, 32-yard punt. It's going to pin the Rockets inside their 20. That's great execution. Not risking the long return, something we saw just moments ago by Columbus State, although it was negated by the penalty. But now the Rockets 85 yards away from pay dirt, 1:56 to go. And you wonder just how aggressive they're going to be. But I think if you know this Toledo team, they're certainly going to try to do something offensively here. They'd love to win it in regulations. They do have a long field to look at. And this Columbus State defense has been outstanding here this second half, keeping Toledo off the board.
Toledo takes the timeout. We will be back. 14-14. The final 1:56 remaining on BCSN.
It's truck season at Dunn Chevy, and we finally have them. Equinox, Colorado, Blazer, Silverado, Tahoes, and Traverses. They are here. So if you are tailgating or camping or hauling pumpkins or hauling Christmas trees, Dunn should be your first stop. Find yours at DunnChevy.com. Chevy, find new roads. That is a done deal.
Frickers is a special place where everything just comes together. All your favorite sports on our big screen so you'll never miss a play. A huge menu featuring our world-famous frickin' chicken, ribs, steak, and more. And family-friendly prices where kids 10 and under eat free all day, every day.
No frickin' way!
Way. So gather your circle of friends, buy around, and enjoy your home for fun, food, sports, and spirits. Frickers.
The first play from scrimmage. Byers scrambles 9 yards. It's second down and 1. Just short of the 25. Motter comes up firing, almost intercepted, and it is.
Well, that's a big-time play there by defensive back Adarius Range. That time was able to kind of jump the route there. He stepped out of bounds inside the 30, but again, you see Motter try to check down his receivers, goes to the outside there. Wow, that's a break there. The fact that he stepped out of bounds, he was thinking pick 6. But now the Toledo defense will have their back to the wall. Remember, they have a very strong kicker in Kevin De La Cruz, so this Rocket defense has to really bull their neck here as the Cougars will have a first down on the Toledo 28-yard line.
And what did we say earlier? The team that's on defense last may be the team that wins it.
Well, we talked about this game would probably be won by the defenses here tonight, and we'll see if that comes to fruition.
The give, nothing crazy is right. Bust to the outside. He will break open. Ornlot finally tracks him down, also in there to track him down. You can give credit to Cartledge, who kind of corralled him as well, but a big pickup.
Yeah, look at the speed here. He's able to bounce this out to the outside and then is able to kind of turn the corner, get to the edge. And Ornleft takes him down, but not before he gets the ball well within field goal territory. But again, you don't want to risk this coming down the field goal. So obviously Columbus State is thinking 6 right here. They have a minute 35, 11 yards to go here, trying to take their first lead of the night.
And how things have changed in the last minute and a half. Movement, lots of movement as Holt jumps, and is there a reason they're pointing towards Columbus State? And Scoop, I was just getting ready to say Columbus State just moments ago on that last possession, back-to-back penalties and the fumble on the snap.
Yeah, you just can't shoot yourself in the foot right now. You're playing too well.
Brought down short of the offensive line of scrimmage.
Kyle Storr continues to step up for this Toledo defense. He's being double teamed. He's able to fight off a couple blockers and really puts his shot on. And that's going to be a pickup of maybe a yard there. So second down, 14 coming up. And again, from right here, this would be about a 31-yard field goal attempt. So you know Columbus State wants to get some big yards here.
The give to Williamson to the outside right. He will cut in. Did he get in? Touchdown. An 11-yard score.
Wow, incredible job here by Columbus State, but there are some flags on the field, and we'll see how they sort things out. But watch out with his speed and his strength. He's just able to kind of bowl his way into the end zone. We'll see if this is a post-touchdown foul or not. There you see the officials talking it over.
So the touchdown does stand.
So we do have an unsportsmanlike coming up there, but the touchdown will hold. So for the first time tonight, Toledo finds himself trailing on the scoreboard. I think that penalty will be assessed on a kickoff, so that could come into play here for Toledo. But again, this Toledo offense has not scored since the 2:07 mark of the second quarter.
Right. The kick is up and good. It is. Okay, Scoop, shouldn't it be 21-14? It is 21-14. We'll be back. Columbus State takes the lead on an 11-yard run with just 52 seconds left. This is...
One of the biggest questions I get from so many people is, what type of replacement window should I use at my house during the next renovation? Well, it's easy. It's Fibrex. Renewal by Andersen. Check this out. This is the Fibrex inside here. This material is twice as strong, and it's vastly superior to vinyl. I'm not going to have to worry about it fading, and on top of it, you would say, John, are you going to have a lot of heat loss? Not at all, guys.
Jim White Toyota is Northwest Ohio's largest volume new car Toyota dealer.
The Jim White Toyota Advantage. 7 reasons why you should choose us for your next vehicle purchase. From a 4-year, 50,000-mile, no-cost maintenance plan to an extra $1,000 guaranteed on your trade. So stop in today at Jim White Toyota when new choices are arriving daily.
The right car at the right price. Right now! Jim White Toyota.
We are back. The kick will come from the 20-yard line. 2 men back. Flanking left and right at about the 35-yard line. 52 seconds. That touchdown, an 11-yard run by Williamson. The point after is good, and it's 21-14. And about the only good thing right now for Toledo is they've got the potential for a short field. The bouncing kick will be fielded at the 45, brought ahead to the 39, and the clock will stop at 48 seconds.
No, nice job by Jackson Wright to scoop up that football on the squib kick, and immediately heads up field there. In an excellent starting position here for Toledo, just 36 yards away from potentially tying this game up, trailing 21-14 as we hit the 48-second mark.
Now, Scoop, you already have the lead. You're up by 7. You got 52 seconds. You've got a penalty on the kickoff, so you're kicking from the 20. So your opponent is going to have a short field anyways. Is that the wise call to do a short kick like that?
Well, it depends how much respect you have for the special teams on the other side. You know, I think we've seen how dangerous the Columbus State thing is, but I think it just really speaks volumes of confidence they have in their defense. They didn't want to risk giving up the tying score on a special teams play. They're going to put that game in the hands of their defense.
1st and 10, Motter rolling out on the run. He breaks free. He will scramble out near the 33-yard line.
Yeah, nice job by Motter. You know, that's one way to break down an aggressive defense is to beat them with your legs. And that time Motter did the smart thing. That time they sent a couple extra backers that time. Motter picked it up nicely, gets to the edge. That's a big pickup of 6 yards. Still 41 seconds left as he's able to get out of bounds.
Byers in the backfield, 2 receivers on each side. Motter back to pass. He steps up, keeps it himself, throws on the run. And inside the 5, do you believe it? Toledo has answered with a 33-yard strike. Mensah has been shut out all night, and on a play with 31 seconds left, he gets it inside the 2 in for the score.
Holy Toledo. Daniel Mensah comes up huge, but again, credit Motter once again. He had to step up in the pocket, but again, doesn't take his eye off the receiver, spots Mensah all alone, and Mensah making sure he hangs on the football, is able to get across the goal line, and now the Rockets just an extra point away from tying things up with 31 seconds remaining. How about that, Dean?
Wow.
Shut out the entire second half.
Wow.
And a 2-play drive after Columbus State takes their first lead of the game.
How bad do you want it is the question.
And now we have defensive offsides that's going to move it half the distance to the goal. So now, do you roll the dice and go for 2? Or do you play for the overtime?
I'll tell you a story. D3 football about 12 years ago. Trine was playing Hope. They had the point after good on a kick. The Trine coach says, no, we're going to go for 2. Unprecedented. They get the 2. That's the 2-point winner.
And right now, Toledo is sending their offense on the field, so the game will be in the balance right here on the 2-point conversion attempt. The ball going half the distance will now be spotted at the 1.5-yard line. And right now, Toledo putting all their chips on the table.
The biggest game of the year and the biggest play of the year coming right now. Toledo says we are going to go for 2. Columbus State says, okay, we got to think about it. We'll take the timeout. 21-20, Toledo trailing, but it is going to go down to the wire. Well, we are here, which is a wise call not to go to break. Got some antics going on there,
Well, this is going to be a fitting end to this football game. It's been so hardly fought here for nearly 60 minutes. Columbus State trailing 14-0 for the majority of this game, just never threw in the towel. What a valiant comeback to score 21 unanswered. But now Toledo has cut the lead to 1. Going to roll the dice here, try to go for the 2-point conversion with just 31 seconds left. And there you see Toledo offense head out to the field. Ball will be spotted on the 1.5-yard line.
The modified I formation. Byers behind Motter. And another timeout is called by Columbus State. They're trying to ice him, but I don't know that doesn't work on non-kickers.
Well, I think they wanted to get the formation down and see what they were in. And at that time, it looked like Columbus State had 9 guys in the box. So maybe they wanted to give Toledo something to think about, too, before they burned that time out. But certainly, this has been a chess match the whole game. It continues here as right now, both teams trying to fight here for what will be a hard-fought win for one of these two squads.
Scoop, we are on the home side. That is where almost every fan in attendance is.
And everyone's on their feet as well.
Except for one. Here we go. Columbus State 21, Toledo 20. A modified I formation as Motter gets it. Byers will get inside. Columbus State says they made the stop.
What a stand there by the Cougars, who are jumping in jubilation. That time they tried a quick hitter up the middle there with Reggie Byers, but he was met by a host of Columbus State defenders. That was no denying. You saw Toledo tried to push the pile across the goal line. Was not meant to be. And what a hold there as the Columbus State defense denies Toledo the 2-point conversion from the 1.5-yard line. And now the Rockets will have to go for the onside kick here with still 31 seconds to go.
And it is still not over. Wow.
Yeah, right now for Columbus State, you're going to have the hands team out on the field here, and right now you're just recovering the onside kick away from what would be a very, very happy bus ride back to Columbus, Georgia. If somehow Columbus State can hang on, but certainly don't count Toledo out of it. These Rockets, they're not going to go down easy, so they're going to give it all they got here on the onside kick. Yeah, right now, Columbus State appears to have about 10 guys up near the 45-yard line. They do have one guy back in case the Rockets try to kick it deep and try to recover deep in Columbus State territory.
How much time does the team spend on onside kicks?
Well, it's something you pretty much work on every day, with your special teams guy, and there's a reason why, but certainly they're going to be put to the test right here.
I'm told there are like 20 different ways to do an onside kick. And just a short kick.
So right there, Columbus State will take over. They could elect to take it where it went out of bounds, and certainly they will do that. So they'll get the ball on the 47-yard line and now just really need to take a knee to close things out. Unfortunately, I bet they were watching that Miami Hurricane game just a day ago, so I don't think they're going to run one up the middle here. I think they're going to probably take the knee and enjoy the victory celebration, or certainly the victory formation. But again, credit both these teams. These are teams that are going to win a lot of football games this season. And the 5-yard walk-off after the ball went out of bounds, so that will be spotted on the 48. But wow, Columbus State, an impressive win on the road here to stun number 5 ranked Toledo.
And remember, they had nothing going early. It was 3 and out to infinity.
Well, and both coaches knew they were going to need to make in-game adjustments. You know, you just could not really prepare for club football, you know, like you will see at the Division I level. So you have so much you can get ahead of time. But again, this was a hard-fought win, and certainly a tough loss for Toledo, but something, they can take some positives from this. The fact that, these guys were tested. They were pushed for 60 minutes. They were maybe exposed a little bit. But again, their defense played awfully well. Just kind of got wore down, I thought, in that fourth quarter.
Wow. It is a final. Columbus State holds off Toledo 21-20. And remember, we said the team that has the ball last is probably not important. The team that is on defense is probably going to be the one that wins it. And that's what happened.
Yeah, tremendous job again. Both teams' defenses. We knew this was going to be a rockin' socking game, but wow, 21 answered points by Columbus State when their backs to the wall, playing away from home. And this is a Columbus State team that would love to get back here for the Final Four and be in that national playoff picture. Can they do it? They've got a tough road ahead yet, but again, they pick up a huge win here to give Toledo Rockets their third ever loss here at the Glass Bowl. Impressive win here for the Cougars.
And if there is a silver lining in this, it is not a conference loss, so they still are undefeated, looking ahead to a potential showdown in conference play in a few weeks.
Yeah, no doubt the Rockets still have everything to play for. They still have a chance to win the Midwest Division, which is what's going to take to get one of those Final Four bids. So they still have a lot to play for. This loss is going to sting a little bit. But again, you want to use this as fuel for the fire. I think Toledo will do just that.
And it doesn't accomplish much if you're beating average teams. If you're winning lopsided, you can gain things. And it's a cliche, but sometimes a loss isn't a loss.
Well, no doubt. This is the team that's Ohio State caliber. I think we all know that. You know, Ohio State's been in that national championship game how many times? Columbus State's been in that national championship game how many times? So this is the type of team they're going to have to beat if they want to take that next step. So even though it's a painful lesson, it could be a good lesson in the long haul.
That'll do it for us, for our all-star crew tonight. I'm Dean Jackson. For Scoop Miller, for Jeremy Parlett, Eric Bragg, and Nick Becker, it is a final here. Columbus State 21, Toledo 20. So long, everybody.